All right. Welcome to game 52, Seeker Square. Yay! All right. I'll introduce these four players. I just got to set up a last-minute few things. And excuse me, I'm just running on very little sleep, running behind, but we're still getting this show going. Enjoy. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right, Vanity. Hit the record button on the soundboard and just shout out to let me know that it's that you see the numbers going. Okay. Cameras should be speeding. I'm just going to take a walk back there to make sure everything's good. I'll be right back in 1 second.
Does anyone know the new rules?
Oh, you mean the whatever it's called, ultimatum?
Yeah, and that other fucking thing.
Oh, I only
another
remember
thing.
ultimatum.
There is one more thing?
No, I just remember the ultimatum.
Yeah, no, I know. He said that there's one more thing. I don't think we're playing it in this game. I think there's just the ultimatum for this
Okay.
game.
I didn't watch that video either. How does that work?
All right.
He'll explain it.
Okay.
I couldn't
please.
tell you.
If you guys have any questions that I have to explain, since this is the first time for both of you doing an ultimatum game, ask away before I start. Yes.
What is it? And
All
how
right.
does it work?
Sure. I made a 10-minute video, but it's okay if you didn't have a chance to watch it.
I'm sorry, I was on vacation.
It's all right. You're one of my star players. Thank you so much for coming back. This is his 16th game, everyone. 16 games.
No one clap.
So, the ultimatum is just like the trial, except there are two main differences. One, the plaintiff is risking elimination if the defendant doesn't get eliminated.
Okay.
All right. And that's the main difference. And then the second difference is the voting. The plaintiff and the defendant do not get a vote in this case. Okay?
Okay.
I should also mention that if it whittles down to 3 players and someone starts an ultimatum, the one person who would be voting in that case doesn't get testimony because they're just trying to convince themselves. All right?
Okay.
Okay. That's pretty much it. You will have an instant cash prize before we actually jump into the game, but after you know what team you're on from the tokens. And I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing else I have to let you guys know, but I think you guys are fully informed. Okay. I don't need this yet. Okay. Vanity, here we go. On the silent 3. 1, 2. Welcome. I'm Sebastian, and this is Lying for Money, Game 52, Seekers Square. Allow me to welcome back David, Corey, Rigel, and Matt. Get that space bar, Vanity. In this box, I have 4 3D printed tokens. 3 of them are marked Seeker and have a circle, and one of them is marked Liar and has a triangle. Please, without looking, select one of these tokens out of the box and do not open the token until I allow everyone to do so. All right. Everyone, please look at your tokens. And once you know what team you're on, please raise your hand to let me know that you know. All right. Everyone, please put on your masks and stick out your fist. If you would like the $30 cash prize split equally among all of you, regardless of the winner, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. 0 votes. We're going to keep it as a traditional cash prize for the winners. Game on.
What were we talking about before we were interrupted? Like 10 minutes ago?
I don't remember. Oh wait, was it heights?
Oh yeah, it was heights. Never mind. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, no, it wasn't an interesting conversation.
We were noting that none of us were tall enough to see over your rig anymore. It's pretty rough.
I just try to keep it eye level with everybody.
To see every little detail of the lying part.
You probably didn't notice it in sudden death because you don't have someone directly across from you.
No.
Yeah, that's true. Hmm.
Yep, this is going to be one of those games. So what's up, guys?
Not much. And let's see.
I have to leave at 7.
I'm
I'm going to start throwing that out right now before
have
it
3
becomes
hours.
necessary to think about. I don't know what kind of time limits anyone else has, but that's mine.
7 would be nice. Yeah, for me too.
7 would be terrible if we got it at 7.
Oh, that would, yeah, that's true.
4 would be pretty cool. I don't know. It might be 4 right now. If it is, then
It's close
Well, I
to
don't
it.
know.
4
Sometimes afterwards, like
4:10.
after the game, we socialize and it's really nice. So,
I mean, it'd be good for that too if I had time. I got to go to Brooklyn. My sister's playing her last show.
oh, okay.
I don't
that
really
is
want to be
important.
there,
Don't worry.
but
I
should.
I just need like a few. I don't know. Few more minutes.
I mean, I'm not rushing you specifically. You just happen to be the person who engaged me in discussion when I openly talked to the group.
Let's see. Just need a few more minutes.
This is definitely the quietest game I've ever been involved in.
Okay, so in the beginning, we were all looking at each other. This is basically, actually, silence says a lot. You were sort of looking at everyone sort of inquisitively, sort of like trying to figure out, okay, which one of these 3 is the liar?
I wasn't actually trying to figure anything out. I was just looking around because other people were looking around.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were all doing that on purpose.
Fair enough. So see, in my
I don't
logic,
believe in like physical visible tells.
Okay, that makes sense. That
But,
makes
you know.
sense. But see, if the person was the liar, he doesn't have to look around that much because he knows who the liar is. It's obviously him. So you were looking around a lot. You were looking around a lot, but you were kind of keeping your eyes, not making so much eye contact.
I'm looking at everyone's feet to see who's
Yeah,
fidgeting.
exactly. Oh, who's fidgeting? Oh, that's very
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting tactic. Oh, okay. But yeah, so if I had to nominate someone, it would be you because, seekers would basically be looking around, you know. I feel like a seeker would have much more eye contact They would be looking around trying to figure
mostly
out
when they
who
lie,
the liar.
mostly when they actually tell the lie, though, right? I feel like the awkward silences, anything between, maybe it would show up in their legs.
Oh, maybe they would sort of like fidget a little bit.
Yeah, like a little like anxiety going.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like looking to see who's like.
Well, no one said anything, so no one's lied yet.
Yeah.
But
so it's hard to.
if I had to nominate someone just to get the game going, it would be you, because it seemed
But also
like.
that could mean you're the liar because you're trying to get rid of me.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say I'm targeting you personally, but I mean, I'm a seeker, so there's how many seekers are there?
3 seekers.
3 seekers. Okay, so if I'm a seeker, that means that there is a 1/3 probability that you are the liar, right?
But if you're the liar and you eliminate me, that's one less seeker.
Well, yeah, that's the kind of the point of the game. Yeah, that's how you play lying for money. That's the premise.
So
yes, that is exactly the
I'm getting
premise
my
of the game.
suspicions right now.
Huh?
I'm
Well,
getting a little suspicious.
Well, I mean, you can't sort of be suspicious just for me raising the point that I didn't notice you making that much eye contact.
Well, it's true, but everyone gets suspicious. The first person, the last person, what was his name? He was. A lot of people thought he was a secret.
Wait. So you mean to
liar.
tell me that the reason you guys were all quiet was to get suspicion away?
No,
away
whoever
from you?
nominates first.
Whoever nominates
It's
first, really?
usually-
Is that why no one nominated first? We would have been quiet for 3 hours if that was the case.
No, but still, like
Oh my
whenever someone nominates not first but early,
Okay.
it's like they kind of.
Well, I haven't
think that they
nominated
could
anyone
be-
yet, but
Yeah.
if I'm saying I had to nominate someone on, I mean, the game just started. I don't have a lot to nominate you on, but if out of everyone this early in the game, I actually have something to sort of nominate you on.
Guess so.
The fact that not much eye contact, because if there was, we didn't say anything, but literally you were looking left and right, your eyes were moving left and right, your eyes were moving left and right, my eyes were moving left and right, and out of everyone, your eyes moved the least. And I'm not saying you are the liar, but personally, if you were the liar, you wouldn't have to move your eyes that much, figure out who the liar was, because if you were the liar, you would know that you're the liar, and that would, you wouldn't have to look around. Okay, who's the liar? That's my logic.
I guess so. I mean, I just try to look when people are talking, but until then, I just like go for general body.
All right,
Body
that's a good strategy. That's a good strategy. I mean, that's what I've been doing. You know, the whole eye darting thing. But so I mean, it's early in the game. I'm not going to nominate you now, but I kind of want to hear what like everyone else has to say about that.
True.
Yeah,
But also,
oh.
sorry. Based
No,
on
go
that
ahead.
logic, don't you think someone could try to look overly cautious?
If they were the liar, how so?
No, if they were the liar, if
Okay.
they try to look overly like a seeker,
Okay, so I mean,
is that a tactic that they would do?
I guess. I mean, anyone can have a tactic, but then again, what do you mean by overly cautious? Like, give an example.
Like, just look like I don't know,
Oh.
try to give the impression that they are a seeker when they're not.
Well, I mean, that's what we're all doing.
I know, but like,
even the liar is going to be giving the impression that he's the seeker, that he is a seeker. Yeah. So,
I guess
so
it's all
something
in the
cautious. I
Yeah.
mean, well, cautious would be not saying anything the entire game. I mean, that would be cautious. I mean, what do you mean by cautious? What do you mean by cautious? Like,
for the seeker or the
either or. Well, I mean, I guess either or, yeah. Seeker or liar.
I mean, I guess everyone's got to play a little cautiously because, like, last time I was a seeker and I was like so sure that they thought I was a seeker because I laughed at everything and I was just like very fidgety, so everyone just thought I was like I was definitely the liar, but I wasn't.
That's not a lot to go on. Some people are just fidgety.
Yeah.
I agree. That's what I was gonna say before. Like, I don't know that that's the best strategy. Just for me personally, like, I don't even know when I'm fidgeting.
Which strategy?
Like,
the
when
eye
he was
contact or
no,
the
no, not
fidgety? Okay.
no, the fidgetiness.
Okay.
Like, I don't even know when my legs are moving a
Oh,
lot
I
of
move
time.
my
So like,
legs
I
all
could
the time.
be a
Yeah, I
seeker
like folding
and I
my
could be
toes a
just
lot.
like moving a mile a minute and not even be realizing it. So I don't know if that's, but I understand what you're saying too. You want to like read the body language and stuff too. But so I get it. But
Also tonality, because I feel like people, when they're liars, they choose their words more carefully. So if I start to notice that someone's like sitting there really putting a lot of thought into like not, giving the wrong message, then maybe they could be the liar.
That's actually a very good tactic, actually. Yeah, I like that. Think about it. If you're the liar, somewhere along the lines, you have to think very carefully what you say, because what if you contradict something you said? Yeah,
that's how I picked out the liar.
There's a saying, if you tell the truth all the time, you won't have to remember anything.
Yeah.
It's not that clever, but whatever. It illustrates your point. Yeah. But yeah, that's a pretty good strategy. But the eye contact thing, I mean, how do you explain that? No, like you didn't do any eye contact. You sort of like just looked at the floor.
Well, I did.
And like
I
we're
mean,
like sort of like,
I mean, I was making eye contact. Like I just not really when people weren't saying anything.
Out of everyone, like barely any eye contact.
I'm getting a chill vibe from him though, that I don't actually think he's the liar. I don't think you're the liar, even though you were looking down. I think you were just doing your own thing. Yeah. That's just where I'm personally coming. That's where I'm personally coming from.
That's why I didn't nominate. Not actually go all the way.
You thought about it, but you didn't do it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what it is. I'm just trusting my gut here and saying that I don't think that I'm not going to read into anything. I get you were looking at body language. That's a fairly decent thing to look at first.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the vibe that you're the liar, but you could also just be doing a solid job as the liar. I don't know. I have no idea.
Or you could just not really care because the stakes aren't super high anyway.
Well, it's funny because the last time.
No, I want to win.
They looked how I saw the chip or whatever, and then I smiled when I saw it, and then the guy he immediately thought I was a liar.
You mean when you saw the secret
I was just
thing?
like excited to participate. So
right.
I was just like, oh, nice.
Oh, so he saw that, and you got eliminated?
No.
Oh, you okay?
But it was just funny how that worked out.
Okay.
Oh,
because I was like, oh, nice. I was just like excited.
That was a conversation starter. Why did you smile when you?
That's a good thing to bring up, though. I mean, if you're looking at that thing and reacting with a smile, like that's. I mean, it's not necessarily. I would be suspicious if I saw that.
I gotta remember that.
But I wasn't looking at anyone when I opened my thing. I was just like, okay.
I gotta remember that for next time. Look at people's reactions when they open their chip.
I just happened to do it last, so.
I think that only helps if you've watched like the specific person's games a bunch of times, because people just react differently. Like some people will always wear their poker face. Some people will react by smiling, and you don't know why that would be unless you watch like
but you can ask
their past
them,
games.
But then you can sort of like ask, why did you smile when you said that, and hear what they have to say. That could be really, really telling.
Yeah.
So, but you're right. He is like pretty chill. He's not sort of like saying, oh no, I'm not the liar. No. He is really chill. Just the eye contact thing is what.
But he could be chill because he's the liar. I don't know. I'm just not getting the vibe right now that he is.
He is chill. I'm not saying he's the liar, but he is pretty chill. That's a fact. So
it's been settled. You're a chill dude.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's all we can establish so far.
Nice.
Okay, so anyone else?
I'm not sure what to think about you because.
Okay, yeah.
No, just because you started off the conversation, which obviously we were all quiet for like the first 2 minutes, which was like, okay, when's someone gonna start talking? And then you and then you started talking, and then you accuse someone right away. So that makes me suspicious of you, but not 100% suspicious where I'm ready to raise my hand and nominate you.
Right.
I get that you're just playing, and you said you were a seeker. So I'm like 50-50 right now with you. Like it's like, huh?
That's why this game is so hard. He could be misdirected, or it could be genuine.
Right. Actually, no. If you're a seeker, the probability of me being a liar is 1/3. But if you're a liar, then there's a 100% chance that the rest of us are seekers.
Right.
I'm from your perspective.
Right.
So yeah, you have a 1/3 chance.
And I will tell you that when we opened our chips, and then we looked, and then we looked around. For whatever reason, my gut was telling me, just open as an initial thing while we were just looking around, we're all silent, was that it could be Rigel. And I just thought that he was a little bit quiet and looking around, but then again, I am not in any way, shape, or form ready to accuse anyone yet, because I don't
quiet
know.
Quiet and what? Because we were all quiet.
Quiet in the sense that when you both were having your conversation, you both were, I was listening, and I think that I got the vibe that he was happy that you two were almost against each other.
Okay.
But I don't know. I could be wrong. This is based on me, like,
no, that makes sense. But actually, you're right. Rigel has been really quiet lately. Like, I think when you were saying the liar would be super cautious.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's been really.
But then
quiet.
you could just be going in with my point, and you could be the liar, because you could be pitting us against each other now.
But actually, if I was the liar, that's exactly what I would do. Okay. Literally, that would be my. I mean, I've never been the liar. I kind of want to be the liar because that would be a great strategy, and I would like to try
out. The liar for once.
I know it's not fair.
I haven't been the liar in like 10 games.
I know it's so not fair. So no, actually, if I was the liar, that's exactly what I would do. I would raise doubt in all of your minds. Like, if you were to start accusing someone, I would accuse the other person just to create even more doubt.
Okay.
I would just pit everyone, just raise doubt about him, raise doubt about you.
That could be like very double meta misdirection right there.
Oh, really? How so?
Like, you're trying, like, on the sub level, you're talking about misdirection, but that whole thing could be misdirection.
Oh, what could be a misdirection?
You talking about you tricking someone.
What if it's misdirection? Then you're bringing up his misdirection.
Oh no, I wouldn't do I wouldn't do misdirection. I would actually point out things that probably don't make you the liar, but okay, for example, I don't know, just to throw it out there, if I was the liar and I was, trying to do this strategy of, projecting, what's the word I'm looking for?
Projecting doubt?
Doubt, yeah. If I was projecting doubt on all of you guys, for example, I don't know, I would have brought up, I don't know, maybe you were like twiddling your thumbs. Why are you twiddling your thumbs? That's suspicious. I would be like, oh, why are you, I don't know, looking at the ceiling? Or I don't know, why are you all of a sudden, I don't know, you were looking nervous or something like that, or nodding your head too much or something like that. I would basically point things that you're doing just to raise suspicion.
Yeah.
Huh?
Isn't that what you
Only
did?
for him, though.
Okay. I mean, openly talking about
it
the
would
tactics.
be on steroids if I was the liar. Like,
that would be
literally.
a terrible strategy if you were the liar.
Huh?
But you can't do it on steroids if you're the liar. It would make you too suspicious.
That's a good point. Well, I have never tried it.
But it's interesting that you're talking about actual liar tactics if you were a seeker.
I really, really want to be the liar. It's not fair. It's more fun to be the liar. Because if you're a seeker, you're just trying to figure out who the liar is.
All right, I'm starting to get my theories. I'm like Dr. House right now. I think I got it. I feel like I'm not saying anything about you two. I feel like you're the most genuinely after the truth.
So you're saying I'm a seeker?
Yeah, I definitely feel like you're a seeker, but one of you guys, I feel like, I'm not sure which. But maybe.
That's interesting. Okay, so you think he
could be misdirecting the whole time. But
you really have to go deep to misdirect like that. Like putting on a show like that, like I'm looking for the truth and everything like that. You'd have to go be really, really, really.
Well, I just don't want to be wrong.
Okay, no, that's a fair point. And okay, so it's so you really think he's a seeker, right? Definitely, he's a seeker, right?
Like that's how it went the last game I was on. I had my suspicion. The other guy was like, I kind of feel like he's a seeker,
right?
And then it turned out to be right because he said he felt like even though he accused me first, I felt like he was more genuine to find the truth, more genuinely enthusiastic, and the other guy was choosing his words a little more carefully.
That's true. Also, he was making a lot of eye contact, trying to okay, which one of you guys is the liar? I don't know which one. I know I'm a seeker, but I don't know. So yeah, I would also rule him out as a seeker.
No.
But then again, there's this whole thing with Rigel being super quiet. To be honest, I don't think you've said 10 words, and we've been playing for, how long have we been playing for?
Well, you guys talk a lot, and sometimes when I'll start a sentence, someone else will start talking, and I'm okay with letting everyone else talk. I mean, you get better information like that anyway.
Just raise your hand if you want a time check.
Oh, okay, got it.
See,
yeah,
but I feel
we're listening. Yeah, we're listening. Go ahead.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you're just sitting there listening, it doesn't necessarily mean that, it's not necessarily something a liar would do. Like, everyone knows that there's a strategy where the liar can just sit there and let people talk and incriminate themselves and kill each other. And that's all good and fine. But a seeker could use the same strategy to just kind of sit there and listen and figure out who seems the most suspicious. I mean, it feels like it feels like an acceptable thing to do for either side. But in the same vein, I feel like there's nothing that wouldn't be acceptable for both sides. Like, I feel like if you're sitting there and you're the liar and you're watching everyone trying to figure out who seems suspicious, that's what you should be doing. It's the same thing a seeker should be doing. Sitting there looking for the person who seems suspicious and killing that person. If you're a seeker, you're killing that person because you think they might be the liar. If you're the liar, you're killing that person because you know they're a seeker, but also because they were the vulnerable seeker.
I don't understand a word you just said.
Come on, man. You can't talk about
trying.
You can't. How can you talk about how you're gonna meta the game and misdirect people, and then not recognize that the strategy is the same on both sides? Whether you're the seeker or the liar, the strategy is the same.
Very, very
No,
different.
they're not. I mean, all right, the strategy might seem different, but the tactic is identical. As a seeker, you look around, you try to find the suspicious person, and you kill that person. You try to convince the other people in the group to kill that person because you think it's that person.
Seeker. Okay, so you're basically saying the liar and the seeker
do the same thing. I'm saying that they have an identical tactical.
The seeker can't do that because he can't sort of pinpoint someone as the liar and attack them, because what if he's not the liar? He'll never be 100% sure. The liar, on the other hand, is 100% sure of who the seeker and the liar is.
Yeah, but a good liar would never, just arbitrarily pick someone and then hammer that person until they're dead. They would just wait for someone to seem like, the vulnerable person. So I think it would seem the same as what the seekers do. I think the liar and the seeker both look like they're doing the same thing.
Not really. I don't really see the logic there, but I would actually think if you were the seeker, you would probably ask more questions, like if someone were to say something, what do you mean by that? Or just try to sort of be more active in finding out who the liar is.
I mean, I don't know I don't have statistical data on it, but I feel like the liars tend to talk slightly more and try to control, the arc of the game.
I mean,
but it's different every game. Like. That's not like there's no concrete rules of how either side behaves. It's just
So you're saying that the liar and the seeker are the same thing, and
I'm saying they employ the same. I'm saying that all right. If
a seeker can be quiet the entire game.
If I were the liar, I feel like I would do the exact same thing I do when I'm a seeker. And when I'm a seeker, I sit there.
I'm actually curious. Are you usually like this quiet with other games? I mean, you've played these games a lot, so.
Yeah, don't rub it in, Matt.
So are you usually? So my question is that are you usually like this quiet on the sidelines, not saying anything for the first, well, barely saying anything for the first hour?
Dude, I didn't say anything for the first 10-15 minutes. It's not 7 o'clock yet.
Oh. So no, but are you usually...
No, I start all right, I don't know. I start most games by just sitting there and letting other people talk and letting someone else get the conversation going. And then I'll talk when I have something to talk about.
Okay, so do you have something to talk about?
I've been talking.
Well, yeah, I mean, Do you have anything? I don't know. The game's been going on for a while. Do you have like any suspicions? Any?
I felt early on,
Yeah.
like it was probably you, but that's just because you were the only person who was drawing attention to themselves in any way. But that's fine, because we need people like that to get the game going. And I think I remember last time I was going to tell myself, you know what, I'm going to make it a point not to crucify the first person who talks. We need that guy. We need the game to go, or else, you know, we get trapped here for hours of everyone trying to shut the fuck up and like just guard themselves. And guard yourself isn't like, you know, a good strategy generally.
No, I mean, actually, I would think, I mean, I haven't played this game many times. The last time I played was the one time, but was Seeker Square. But I don't know. I mean, you're saying the strategy, your strategy is Seeker and Liar is the same, listening and, well...
Listening and finding the person who seems suspicious. Like, a liar wouldn't just pick someone out at random. Like,
well,
if one of us three were the liar, since you two seem convinced that Matt Wood is a Seeker, if one of us three were the liar, we wouldn't try to incriminate and kill Matt. That would be psychotic and stupid and too much work, and it would get you killed anyway. So, as a Seeker, you don't try to go after Matt Wood, and as the liar, you don't try to go after Matt Wood, because everyone seems to think that he's innocent. So, you know, it wouldn't make sense. You would go after the vulnerable person, you or me. It would just make more sense.
But I don't see how I'm vulnerable. Actually, I don't even see how you're vulnerable.
I don't know. He said it was either one of us. He said that he felt like it wasn't Matt. You agreed with him that it wasn't Matt. So I think I would be the most vulnerable person.
How sure are you that it's one of us?
Maybe 60%.
See, that's 30% each. Wait.
Well, as opposed to him.
That's not enough.
Like, as him being 40% and one of you guys being 60%.
Okay. That adds up to 160%.
No, not like that. I mean, you guys both being one option.
I was trying to trick you. When I asked you that question, I was trying to trap you. I was gonna see if you said anything more than, like, I don't know, 70%. that would just, because if you're the liar, then you absolutely 100% know that he's the Seeker.
Well, I'm just trying to think, like, is he the liar and he's just playing it really cool, or is he actually genuinely interested to find out?
He's played the liar like this, and he's played the Seeker like this.
I should have went back.
Like I said, there's no need, because you literally play the game the same from both sides.
But it's weird. You know what I was actually thinking about? When you were laying the truth on what a Seeker or what a liar would actually do, I was trying to see if anyone was changing up their rhythm based on what you said.
You mean the liar might sort of like put my strategy to the test?
Yeah, like add maybe like increase their questions, or like see if anyone like subtly like got into that groove, you know?
Or if anyone suddenly became more aware of what they were doing and how they were presenting themselves.
Wow, good thing I said that.
Changed. Because it's weird. I wouldn't expect to.
Now I know exactly what to look for. You know, if anyone decides to change. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone's. I mean, I'm sure someone must have tried the strategy. My strategy. I mean, it's pretty.
I mean, I don't really see it being much of a strategy, but it's interesting that you were talking about actual liar tactics. It sounded like. And so, if anyone kind of aligns themselves with what you were saying, because
there's a lot of liar tactics. That's just what I would do. If I was the liar, I would totally just like pinpoint little things that you guys are doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like little things. Right. But I mean, you've been listening. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Rigel?
Rigel.
I forgot your name.
David.
Okay. You were Corey?
Yeah.
I knew there was a Corey, but I didn't know who it was.
And he's Matt. Okay. So Rigel, you've been listening. Your tactic is to listen, right? To listen to what people say and come up with conclusions.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's a tactical choice. I feel like that's the default.
That's how you play the game usually.
Yeah.
Whether Seeker or liar, that is always how you play the game.
I wouldn't know how I play it as a liar.
I
haven't gotten to try that yet, but I imagine I would do the same exact thing.
He's good. Okay. So based on what you've been listening, what do you think up till now?
I don't know. I can't tell if you're getting excited or nervous. It's tough. I I got about the same kind of chill vibe that we had, and Matt is Matt. Matt never changes. Matt is an actor, so I don't even bother trying to read him.
Maybe he is using my tactic. Be like, oh, by the way, Matt's an actor, so he could be pretending to be
that's a good point.
a seeker all this time.
He could be pretending all the time. Like, what if he's not actually a great guy? What if he's like a total sociopath, but he just puts on this I'm a nice guy persona and just, you know, I want to help you out. I want to be everyone's friend. What if it's all a lie?
I'm telling you, yeah. It's very, very possible. But yeah, like something like that. He's an actor. He'd be really. That's what I would do if I was the liar. You know, he's an actor. He is.
I hate
really
when
good.
people bring that up when we play this game. Oh, he's an actor, so he's gonna be great. I don't know if he's a liar or the seeker.
This
Is
game really
anyone-
brings up your personal. This game really brings up your personal life.
No.
All right,
It's
what do
fine.
you do, David? Are you
Oh.
an actor?
No, I'm not. I work at a disabled residence and study for actuarial exams. I
Oh.
know, it's boring. Yeah.
So you're an X-ray tech.
Oh wait, you actually know what actuaries do? Yeah, most people don't know what we do.
No, I mean, I heard like that you study fractural things. I'm like, okay, in a nursing home. Okay, that's not fractions. Must be fractures. So that
Oh.
make you kind of an X-ray tech. I don't know.
Actuarial? Actuary tech? What? I don't know what that is. What's actuary tech?
I don't know. I thought you said that you were studying like fractural something.
Actuarial exams, yeah. To be
Oh.
an actuary, yeah.
Okay.
We basically calculate the probability of anything happening. That's like the oversimplified explanation of what we do.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
What about you, Corey? What do you do?
Nothing right now.
Yeah, I don't
God,
know,
that is the
man.
most chill guy answer.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think people's professions really is gonna say much.
I know, but you know,
Yeah.
Matt felt that it was a little bit unfair
know.
to bring up that he was an actor, so I just wanted to figure
I
out
was
what everyone
half
else is.
joking. I
I
don't
know.
care that
I
much.
know. Yeah. He's cool. Matt's cool.
I know. Well, that's what he wants you to think.
So I mean, that's
I think he's offended that I thought it was him in the beginning of the game,
Uh-huh.
and now he's taking it out on me.
No, I
And
don't
that's
mind.
okay.
I like when people think it's me. It's nice to know where everyone stands.
I still think it's you.
That's good.
I don't know. Maybe I don't.
You actually just made me lessen how much I think it's you, because you kind of indicated that he has a genuine spark about him, right?
Wait, what?
Genuine what?
Like he's more genuine in trying to figure out the truth somehow.
Not at
What?
all.
No, that's not what I was
Not
saying.
at all. Actually, he was very quiet, and when I sort of raised up the point that he was very quiet, he got pretty defensive. He said, "No. I'm a seeker. It's a tactic of seeker and liar is very similar."
I guess so. Now you put it that
So he actually got defensive. He actually, out of all of us, he was not, looking for the truth at all. I sort of mentioned the fact that he was, really quiet throughout the game, and he sort of like immediately
He
like
also was kind of
closed up and
reserved,
said,
right?
no, like not sort of like
You think you're trying to choose his words correctly? Did your
A little-
bottle come off?
Did it fall off? Oh, my bad.
Sorry.
Holy shit! When did that happen?
I didn't even notice that.
Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't the whole mic. It was just the thing that covers it.
Oh, the thing that covers it. Basically, where was I?
So you think he's choosing his words more carefully?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think so because I don't know about choosing words more carefully. I mean, we're all choosing words carefully, but he was like, as opposed to like he was like getting defensive, sort of like defending himself. No, that's my strategy. Like you were really chill. Like when I sort of mentioned eye contact, you had a pretty good explanation. You said, oh, I just didn't want to do eye contact. I was looking.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good explanation. I mean, well, Matt hasn't done literally anything to raise suspicion at all. Literally. I can't find any reason why you're the liar at all. And I don't know, out of all of them, I have to say, I think now I've sort of narrowed down to Rigel. I knew
Okay.
that. So yeah, anyone else have anything to add?
I don't know what to believe because you could be trying to eliminate him as a seeker. That's him being a seeker.
That's
You'd
true.
be trying to eliminate him.
That
could always be the case, though.
But
Anything anyone does could be read both ways.
yeah, but this game is
There's
so hard.
just one thing
There's
that there's just one thing that I don't understand. Well, it's about I mean, everyone else is just so passive in this game. That's why makes it really, really hard for me. Like, no one's really like, except for with the exception of you. You sort of said, okay, I can narrow it down to him or me, right? But no, most people haven't sort of like been, I guess, I don't know, really like passive. You know what I mean? Like, not actively, you know, going in. Yeah.
Yes.
I want to nominate Rigel.
All right. Trial 1. Matt has nominated Rigel. Matt, would you like to provide testimony?
Yes. From the start of the game, it was in my gut that just got a vibe about him. I have a feeling that he was quiet at first, then he started playing the game more and more and more, and I feel like he was trying in a way to pit us against each other. In this game, I always just play with my gut, and that's just me playing with my gut. That's all I have to say.
That's all?
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt. Would anyone else like to add anything about Rigel? All right. Rigel, would you like to defend yourself?
Sure. I think we've played 2 games before. I'm not sure. It's been a while. But I feel like you know that I've started most games by being pretty quiet, unless I had like, you know, a heavy rapport with someone already. I don't even feel like I spent a lot of time being quiet at the beginning of the game. I feel like you've been the most quiet person in the game. I think it's odd that you, of all people, would point out that I was quiet. I don't know. It's not me. I feel like no one has enough to go on. I don't feel like I'm about to be eliminated, so I guess I'll just stop talking. I'm good.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Thank you, Rigel. Everyone except for Rigel, please put on your masks. Cue Vanity. Thank you. And stick out your fist. If you would like to eliminate Rigel, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. 2 votes. Rigel is still in the game. Hit that cue. Thank you.
That's surprising. I didn't think either of you were going to vote. If anything,
Wait,
I was
what?
hoping just one of you would, so I could be like, oh, that tells me something useful. But with 2 of you, it makes me think, maybe that was just me.
Yeah, I mean,
Why did you
voted.
vote?
I voted.
Yeah.
You 2 voted.
You voted.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I guess you didn't.
I don't have enough evidence internally because I feel like that could have been the ultimate misdirection. Then he would have won, right?
Oh, I see.
Well,
But
actually, you have
No.
one more chance.
If he got eliminated, it would still be.
Yeah, I mean,
close.
what would have been a point or whatever? It would've been-
Yes?
wait, so let me get this straight. If he's okay, so how does this work? If a seeker gets eliminated and there's 2 seekers left, game still goes.
Continues.
Keep playing it.
What if the liar gets eliminated?
Seekers win.
Okay, that's simple. Really? Oh, so you probably should have voted. You have nothing. You don't have anything to lose
Just
at all. If he's a seeker and he gets eliminated, right?
well, that's
We still play.
This
isn't
tactic is
it against their
horrible.
favor
What are
though?
you talking about? There's nothing to lose.
Isn't it better to have more seekers than one?
Because then you're down to
No.
one wrong move.
What are you talking? Yeah, but the point is you have nothing to lose the first time you get someone out. If you're the liar, we win. If you're a seeker, the game still goes on, and we're closer to finding out who the liar is. So not voting him off
No,
is actually
if I'm
pretty
the
fair.
seeker, you're suddenly 1 point away from losing if you're the seeker.
Yeah, but we'll be closer to the
Voting
liar.
someone off just for no fucking
Yes.
reason.
I nominate David.
All right. Trial 2. Matt has nominated David. Matt, would you like to provide testimony?
I think he just dug his own grave. That's all I gotta say.
All right, thank you, Matt. Would anyone else like to add anything about David?
It does make a lot of sense, but...
All right, from now on, please raise your hand when you have. Go ahead, Corey.
Oh, sorry. That does make a lot of sense, but that's a double nomination. It's 2 nominations that you've done. But if you were the liar, I feel like that'd be a little reckless as the liar. So it just boils back down to the same thoughts that I have.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, thank you, Corey. Rigel?
No.
Okay. David, would you like to defend yourself?
Yeah, that reason, dug my own grave, that's not very specific. I don't see how I dug my own grave, to be honest. Second of all, I mean, I voted because I really do believe he's the liar. Like, I really, really believe he's the liar, right? But when you voted, see, he didn't vote, so now I'm 100% convinced you're a seeker, right? But you voted. See, if you were the liar, right, and you knew that you were the liar, and everyone else was a seeker, I mean, you would definitely vote him because you would know he's the seeker, right? See, so you wouldn't have anything to lose by voting, right? I mean, he didn't have enough evidence to go on, so he didn't vote for him, right? I'm almost positive. I'm really sure that he's the liar, right? But now I'm not so sure, actually, because there wasn't enough information. Why did you vote for him? Unless you were the liar and you knew he was the seeker, and a vote would mean having one seeker down. Yeah, that's from as of now. Also, the fact that there were 2 nominations. I didn't nominate anyone, see, so if I was the liar, I feel like I would have nominated, well, see, if I was the liar, I know who the seekers are, right? So I would start nominating, right? Much earlier. So I don't know. See, I'm completely convinced you're a seeker, 100%. I was very convinced that you were a liar. Now I'm not sure about you. It's like you were very innocent this entire game, and like all of a sudden you're sort of like coming in for the attack. So now I'm positive about you, but yeah, not about you. So we'll let you guys decide.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Thank you, David. Everyone, except for David, please put on your mask and stick out your fist. If you would like to eliminate David, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. 2 votes. David is still in the game. Game on.
That's interesting.
This is way too tough.
Yeah, no, you're definitely a seeker. I can totally. You're definitely a seeker. It's between those 2 now.
To be clear, the reason why I said you dug your own grave,
yeah,
and only
could you clarify?
Yeah, sure.
I felt it was obvious.
No, it was because
Not
of
at all.
everything that Rigel said. It was everything that you said. So I'm just like, okay, he's digging his own grave. Let me get the game moving and let me make a nomination.
Wait, but how did I? Wait, what? I don't understand.
Based on everything that Rigel said, you said something along the lines of that's terrible strategy, and I think
what's
you were.
What's a terrible strategy? Which one?
Explain, because I don't.
You were willing to just kill me because you're like, well, let's just kill him.
Almost
because
certain that it was you.
if we just
now I'm
kill
not
me,
sure.
then we're still fine. The game will just go on. So I feel like that's not a strategy that any seeker should ever employ, because that sucks. That just if you just
actually, in my
kill
defense,
someone,
I was almost certain that you were the liar. You got like you didn't say anything. You got defensive when I asked you why you were quiet. Like see, like the reason you gave me just didn't make any sense. And like when you first answered that question, it was like rambling, random words. I didn't understand a word you were saying. It was almost like you were creating it on the fly. No, but it felt like you were giving me an answer on the fly. So that sort of like pushed me in the further direction. So I mean, we all completely like, assumed it wasn't Matt, right? But Now I'm not sure.
I mean, I'll never be sold on Matt. I always trust Matt implicitly. But like, you know, in the back of my mind, I always know, yeah, it could be Matt.
Well,
but you know, I'll
not.
never suspect you. But I just always know that, yeah, one day you're gonna kill me. I know it.
I need a lot
Not
more
today.
information.
Although I thought you were the liar, and now
you.
he's playing the game so hard that I don't know what's going on. Like,
Wait.
this is really
I
frustrating.
mean, I feel like I feel confident that David's the liar, but I know that if we killed him, I'd be like, and it wasn't him. It would just, I would. I mean,
You got something?
aside
if
from I'm
he's the
pretty sure-
liar, he's an awesome
No,
player.
yeah, if he's the liar,
If
I know
he's the liar,
awesome.
like, kick-ass
Too
game.
good of a liar.
No, well,
too good of a liar.
Yeah, I feel like if we kill David and it wasn't him, I would probably die next. And you know, as
Okay.
much as I'm very confident that it is, you know, there's always that chance that it's not. And then it's like, you know. So it's like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you have nothing to lose. If I
No,
am the liar,
I do have something to lose. Why do you keep thinking that?
It's just a fact. If you guys nominate me off, if I'm the liar, you guys win, right? If I'm a seeker, it doesn't matter. The game still goes on. I mean, sure, it sucks. You're down to 2 seekers, but I mean, you do have nothing to lose. It is a fact.
Okay, me personally,
Yeah.
understand that if you're not the liar,
Yeah.
I'll probably die next. That's just the way that it seems to be going. Matt is
Not
implicitly
necessarily.
very
Matt's
trustable, and we're all very convinced that Corey's not. Myself included, I'm very convinced that it's
I
not
am
Corey.
very, very convinced as well.
Even though there have been times where I've seen that only the liar didn't vote just because they're
that
aware that the strategy of just never voting is pretty safe.
Oh no, never voting is a brilliant idea because the
Yeah,
liar,
I know.
I feel like, would always vote. See, you voted. I mean, I was so convinced that it was you.
I don't feel like the liar would always vote.
Huh?
That's awful.
No, the liar would always vote
No,
because
the
he
liar
knows
should not always vote
why. Well,
because it makes it obvious that you're the liar.
I don't think anyone really thinks that deep, though.
I think everyone thinks that deep.
No.
You thought deeper than that before. This is an on-the-surface thing.
Interesting. Wait, okay, so what you're saying, oh, hold on. Wait, when you said, hold on, when I nominated him.
Am I nuts? Is it me?
No,
I
right?
totally get what you're saying.
No,
Okay.
that makes sense. What's it called? When I nominated him, you voted, right? Why did you vote for him?
Because I
He
said
didn't nominate me. He nominated me.
Oh, right, yeah.
yes. So
Oh,
I
You talked about it, but didn't
right.
actually
I'm
do it.
answering your question.
Why?
Because when you said, I said I'm going with my gut here.
Yeah.
From the start of the game,
Right.
I'm getting the vibe that it's Rigel for whatever reason. Nothing personal, just for whatever reason.
That's
Maybe-
that's very typical.
Maybe.
Okay. Fair
Maybe
enough.
the reason you got that vibe is because you're the liar and you know. And you know.
You're playing the game so hard, dude. Like it's
kind of fun. I'm kidding. It's lots of fun.
Yeah, I feel like I know it's him, but if we kill him and it's not him, I'm gonna be totally lost.
Oh,
yes.
Totally lost. Not even
Okay.
even if I weren't to die immediately from it,
Wow.
from you guys trusting each other more. Even if that weren't the case, I would have nothing to
my
go
God.
on in either direction.
All right,
I
where
would
are you
just
at?
so fucked.
Oh my God. Oh no, wait, no. I think
Just
Can I just
It's
ask
not
where are
you.
you? Yes, where are you at?
I
it's
know it's
definitely
not
because, like,
not you.
I feel like you're more genuine in trying to find the truth.
No, he isn't. I think he's the liar.
Oh,
You're not
he
the liar.
He did nominate 2 times.
Twice, and he voted twice. And I know you said
That
that
doesn't mean
a
any.
smart liar would not vote every time.
Well, the reason
but-
I voted for him was because I was going with my gut instinct. The reason was I voted for you was because you're playing the game so hard that I think it's you now.
I mean, I always play the game hard. I mean, last time it lasted an hour.
That's the opposite of
Also,
what happens when you're
Ivan-
playing really hard.
I
Also,
don't understand.
Ivan was a really good liar.
What are you?
For a while.
Where are you at?
Ivan was
I don't know,
a
I'm
really
like
sick
50-50
liar.
split between these 2 guys.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. It's definitely not him. It's not you. It's not him. I think it's you.
It's not me.
No,
Do you think he'd be playing a little safe?
he's been playing super. See, that's the thing.
How have I been playing safe? I made 2 nominations.
No. See,
Well,
that's what
not
I'm
in that
saying.
aspect.
In the beginning, you were super safe. Like, I couldn't find anything to pin anything on you, and then all of a sudden,
This is
boom.
why I hate this game. I
Because
hate this game so much.
It's definitely not you. I've already established it's not you, unless you're some super genius who is smart and doesn't vote for people. I think it's you.
no, it's not me.
Well, that's what a liar would say. I still think it's you.
No, it's not.
No, I'm pretty sure. if it's either one of these two, then they should work for the CIA, because I really think it's you. If it's one of these two, then I'm telling you, CIA operative.
I nominate David.
All right,
Right,
trial.
that's
Please hold on,
can't
David.
talk.
You can't talk yet. All right, Matt.
And again, like, I can't when I'm talking, like, you're not allowed to talk. So when you were talking to me before about your thing, I couldn't talk. I'm not allowed to talk. That's why I wasn't responding to you. That's just the game rules. I don't know. I'm getting a headache. But you're going so hardcore against me now. I have to nominate you. I'm gonna talk more now. I feel like you're playing the game in a way that I question, and I think it's because you're nervous, because you are in fact the liar. I feel like you are the liar to me. My initial gut was it was Rigel. Now I'm not sure anymore. I do think it's you. Just the way that you're playing has been suspicious for the last like 10-15 minutes, and that's just how I feel. So that's all I have to say.
Is that all, Matt?
Yes.
All right. Just to be clear, Matt has nominated David. I usually announce that.
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
No, that was my fault.
Okay.
Thank you, Matt. Anyone else have anything they'd like to add about David?
I do.
Go ahead,
I
Corey.
was watching the whole time. He made no like jump in energy or enthusiasm about the elimination. Like if he was a liar, wouldn't he get excited to hear you were being nominated?
Oh, you're
No.
I can't talk.
You can't.
Well, it's like a rhetorical question, but like that's how I believe. That's what I think. I think that he would kind of jump up and be like, like considering his options if he was the liar.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Corey. Rigel?
I feel like you accept some things that I believe about the game in like the opposite way, where you think something means the opposite of what I feel like it means, and that's all makes it very confusing for me. And I don't forget it. I'm done.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Rigel. David?
So I agree with you 100%. The reason why I no longer thought he was the liar was exactly, he was sort of like, he wasn't like in a rush to eliminate me, right? So that kind of got rid of doubt. And what made me think he was, what I still think he is the liar is, well, the testimony he gave was sort of like, well, he just kind of wanted to speak. Then again, that's basically it. I still think he's the liar.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, David. Everyone, except for David, please put on your mask and stick out your fist. If you would like to eliminate David, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. 2 votes. David is still in the game.
So, I'm thinking, should I do an ultimatum on him? Because I feel like I'm not going to last very long.
Well, I didn't kill you just now.
I know, yeah. So, see, that's the thing. I know. Remember what you said about the liar? Sort of a smart liar would not vote every time, right? A smart liar would, because it would look suspicious. He voted every single nomination.
He just lives his life with purpose. Some people are just like that.
He exercises his right to vote. Okay.
I'm just trying to keep the game moving.
He is a good
I swear I'm appreciative. I'm not delaying the game on purpose.
No worries.
I just want to be sure.
So I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to nominate Matt. I am so convinced.
Hold on.
Oh, you have to raise your hand for me.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
You're nominating Matt?
Yeah.
Regular trial?
Regular trial.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
I believe this is trial 4. David has nominated Matt. David, would you like to provide testimony?
Yeah, I am just so convinced it's not these two. And Matt has been shelling out nominations as if they were, I don't know, hard candy. It's like he's just I mean, I feel like he's the liar. He was too innocent in the beginning, and there was something he said when he was nominating me, saying that I was really, really like active for the last 15 minutes, which wasn't true. I was active for the whole game. I don't know where the whole 15 minutes came in. I was pretty like, I don't know, hardcore the entire game, so I don't know why you said last 15 minutes. That was weird. I mean, the last 15 minutes I was hardcore against you, not everyone else. In the beginning, I almost completely just thought it wasn't you, right? I was actually thought it was Rigel, which I was dead wrong. I'm glad you didn't vote for him, because he's obviously a seeker. You're obviously a seeker, and I'm sorry. At this point, I'm 100% certain it's you. Just 100% certain.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, David. Would anyone else like to add anything about Matt? Corey? Rigel?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know what to think.
If there's, I'll give it to Matt if you guys are good.
Nothing for me.
Okay. Corey?
If we vote him out and we're wrong, I'm gonna feel very bad. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay, that's your testimony. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Corey. Matt, would you like to defend yourself?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I don't even know what to say right now. It's not me. On top of that, I feel like David is playing such a chaotic game, which makes me think it's him. I have no idea what to think about you, because you haven't given really any information. But all I can say is that it's not me. Don't vote for me, because you'll be making a mistake. I am a seeker of this game. I wish I was the liar of this game, because it seems like a lot of fun to be the liar of this game. And I still have strong suspicions of David. I don't know why he hasn't been eliminated yet.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Matt. Everyone, except for Matt, please put on your mask and stick out your fist. If you would like to eliminate Matt, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Mask off. One vote. Matt is still in the game.
Yeah, okay, I'm so certain it's him. I'm going to do an ultimatum. Yeah, definitely an ultimatum.
You're ultimating Matt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
First ultimatum. David has ultimated. I just made that up. Matt.
Ultimated.
David, would you like to provide testimony?
Everything I said before. Everything I said before the nomination. I'm shocked that I was the only one that voted him, actually. And this game will last forever. I mean, it's gonna last forever. I'm just gonna ultimatum him, because I am so certain it's him. It can't be these two. Yeah.
Is that all?
They've been super consistent this entire game. He's been the only one that's sort of like, I don't know, been super quiet the first half, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, was on the warpath.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Would any of you guys like to add anything before Matt defends himself?
Yeah, I guess the theories change, you know. He could be a misdirector, but he could also just be going on whatever theory he's got going on at the time. So I'm still undecided.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Rigel.
I mean, I felt more sure that it wasn't Matt before his testimony, but I feel like during his testimony, he was addressing like more us than, than himself. Like he was like, I feel like he was playing to your idea of what a seeker should do. Like I feel like in his testimony, he was trying to demonstrate that he's trying to figure people out by saying specifically, I feel like this about this person. I don't know what to think about you. Like, I feel like I've had nothing to be suspicious about Matt up until like his testimony, but then I feel like he was just playing to what our thoughts on what a seeker should be was, instead of just kind of, giving me like an honest account of why it wouldn't be him. So I mean, I wasn't suspicious at all of Matt before, even though it's always in the back of my mind that yeah, it could be Matt. And you know, now I really don't know what to think right now. But I just want you guys to understand where my mind is.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right, Matt, would you like to defend yourself?
Yes, but before I do that, may I ask how the ultimatum? Yeah, question. May I ask how the ultimatum works again?
Absolutely.
Just,
sure, I'll go over it. It's
Yeah.
just like the trials that we've been doing with two main differences. One, David, in this case, the plaintiff, is risking elimination if you don't get eliminated. So
Okay.
someone is going to get eliminated by the end of this round.
Okay.
And the other difference is that neither of you get a vote, whereas you do get a vote in the trial. So it is up to them. And if one of them votes, that counts as 50%, which is not a majority, which would mean that David gets eliminated if it's one vote. Both of them have to vote in order for you to get eliminated.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I just wanted to be clear on how that worked before I defended myself. This is just tricky. I don't know what to say. It's definitely going to be hard. I feel like I have a headache playing this game right now because I have no idea what anyone's strategy has been throughout it. To his point, I don't really feel like I was quiet in the beginning. I was just trying to get information. The reason I did nominate 3 times was because I was trying to like keep the game moving, which it actually didn't because no one ended up getting eliminated because I just wanted to see like what was going on. And I don't mean to his point of like making it a 3-person game to like make things smaller. I just meant I like to play with my gut in this game. And my gut was telling me that it was David. At first it was Rigel, and then it became David as he started playing the game harder and harder. So we'll see what happens. It's not me, but we'll see.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt. Everyone, except for Matt, please put on your mask. Oh, except for Matt and David. Put on your mask and stick out your fist. Please let me remind you that one of these players will be eliminated at the end of this round. So, if you would like to eliminate Matt, the defendant, please lift your thumb. And if not, and you would like to eliminate David, leave it down. Now, masks off. Music down. David, you have been eliminated. Please open your token and reveal what's in the
You
wall.
will be really disappointed, guys. I'm sorry.
Seeker down. David was a seeker. 2 seekers left. 1 liar.
Man, he's the liar.
No, sorry, David. No more talking.
Oh, okay.
Please head to the back.
See how
unplug your XLR cable.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody can start a trial until he has exited the room.
Oh, wow.
See you at the end.
So you asked me why I didn't before. This is exactly why. See how fucked you feel now? Because now it wasn't him. Now it's either of us. Same thing to you. You see how fucked everything feels? You see? Fuck you, man.
You should have played it cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
played it
I
cool.
thot it felt, if he didn't ultimate him, he would still be here. Obviously, rest his soul, whatever the fuck. But
that just flips everything.
I didn't want to kill him. Didn't want to kill you. Didn't so fucked now. Reminder: I have to be out of here by 7. What time is it?
Just please raise your hand when you have questions, but I'll tell you. It is 4:53, so we're about an hour in.
That's not so bad.
Not bad for Seeker Square.
I guess. What was the record? Like 3 hours? Some shit like that? Fuck this game.
The record's like 3 hours. Was it a 6-player game?
No, it was a Seeker Square.
And it was 3 hours?
Till the first person died, and the next person died 10 minutes after. That actually kind of has to happen, or else the game just drags forever and ever. Like right now, we have all of the hard data you'll ever get, basically. Because, we have voting records now, and that's really the only concrete thing that you have. Because you clearly can't go on the way people behave.
Yeah.
Because, as obvious as it was, and at one point I felt like, really sure also, that it was, you know, David, and now it's not, and it's just, you know, I'm so used to this feeling anyway. It's okay.
Well, he wasn't really. How many nominations did he make?
I think just
Two.
just the two.
He did the nomination for me.
He
and
talked
then he
about
did the
nominating me
ultimatum.
early, but didn't. And
He talked about nominating me like right away.
no,
So
he didn't.
that
Well,
made
yeah,
me
he said if he was
suspicious.
gonna, but I don't know. He just plays an aggressive game. So
Yeah.
anyway, he was a seeker. So how do you reread everything now? Like, you know, you can reread everything that he did as being on the seeker side, and that plays to like my point earlier in the game when I said, you know, when you're the liar, you play basically the same way a seeker would. That's why you can't, like, you know, it's so hard. The game is so hard. All right, so who's your lead horse?
I really don't know what to think. I like you just said, everything's
I know.
screwed up right now. However, I will say, when he did the ultimatum, I was like, oh, he probably is a seeker, because why would the liar even do that?
Yeah, I know.
But I had to defend myself,
I know.
and I need to stay in the
Yeah,
game, so I didn't even. Because
I've
I'm like, if he's doing the ultimatum, then he's got to be a seeker. Why the hell would you do that if you're the liar?
If it was me who did it, I would totally agree. But he reads things that I read backwards.
Right.
So, I mean, I feel like he plays with his, just on feeling, he plays with his gut, and he just felt like it must have been you.
Where are you at?
I don't know, man. I mean, I'll never trust
It
you.
seemed like to him that he was going to get both of our support automatically, but I didn't think it was you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said in the beginning, it could be a master misdirection.
Right.
This whole thing.
But you could be doing the same thing. That's what's frustrating. You're playing
I guess. I mean, if I was in 3 short films, and I'm a shitty actor, so I don't know what that means, but I don't know. I'm pretty terrible.
No, it's. I'm not saying. I'm not even talking about that. What I'm talking about is like.
It could be the same thing where I said, like, you know, no, a smart liar would not vote every time. Like, there's been times where the liar has not voted like once, except when they knew that they were going to get the kill, and then it's strategy, like, yeah, I know. I feel like I feel like you guys knew that you were going to get him the last time when I didn't vote, and I was just not quite ready yet, and then he made me do it. But again, you know, that would to some people make it look like, oh, there's no way it could be Rigel. But by the same token, no, Rigel could just be playing a really careful game.
Yeah.
I keep trying to see who keeps getting excited when the thought of nomination comes up, because then that person might be trying to figure out what they're gonna do if they're a liar.
I mean, I feel like you could get excited when a nomination happens just because, like, oh, the game's doing something. That's refreshing.
I guess so.
I mean, there have been times where I've sat here for 40 minutes and just like nothing has happened, or where I've watched people banter about something that's really disinteresting for like a half hour, and you know, that's fine too. People come in here with rapport and they want to just chat it up. Fine, I can't interrupt them because they'll kill me. I guess I'll just sit here and listen to them talk. But yeah, so here we are again, back to square one, basically. I feel like if you ultimatum did him, I would kill him. And I feel like if he ultimatum at you, I don't know, that's really tough. How do you feel if I ultimatumed Matt and vice versa?
Honestly, I have no idea. I feel like that can make you're the liar, right?
If I ultimatumed him?
Yeah, wouldn't that it would be what a liar would do?
I don't know. A seeker just did it. It didn't seem like a great idea to everyone. And when we did it, I was like, yeah, he's probably going to die because I'm probably not going to be able to kill Matt.
Yes.
I want to nominate Rigel.
Okay. Trial 5, I'm pretty sure, but don't hold me to that. Oh, if we're counting the ultimatum.
Oh, well.
We'll see. We'll see. Regardless, next trial, Matt has nominated Rigel. Matt, would you like to provide testimony?
Yes. I think that strategy of the ultimatum scares me, and I wanted to do it before he did it.
Yeah.
And that's my strategy. I feel like, for whatever reason, I trust you, and I feel like your energy is genuine, and I feel like his energy is strategic and trying to win the game. that's just how I feel, and that's why I'm nominating him before he goes through this ultimatum stuff. Because he just told you what he told you is going to hand him the game if he's the liar. Okay, and so I don't want that to happen. You could be playing an amazing game and are the liar. I just don't know. That's what I'm going on because I don't want to get eliminated. I want to win.
Is that all?
Yes.
Thank you, Matt. Corey, would you like to add anything about Rigel?
Honestly, I have no idea. I wish I had like an extra 5 minutes to sit and think about this vote because I don't want to be wrong.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Thank you, Corey. Rigel, would you like to defend yourself?
It's not an ultimatum. You don't have to vote. I wasn't about to declare an ultimatum. I just wanted to know where people's thoughts were on everyone else. I wanted to know, you know, who trusts who, where everyone's standing is. Because it's, you know, it's very difficult for me. Like, I feel more that it's you, but not strongly enough to do anything about it. I just wanted everyone to know where I was thinking, you know, where my mind was. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird that you play aggressively, but again, I'm going to try to not, you know, think about, you know, someone playing forwardly as necessarily being a liar tactic, because that's what, you know, people always do, and it makes the game stall. So I'm not gonna, yeah, no, I'm done.
That's it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Rigel. Everyone, except for Rigel, please put on your mask and stick out your fist. If you would like to eliminate Rigel, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. One vote. Rigel is still in the game.
Because you didn't have enough evidence? All right. Then what if it's him?
Yeah, I know.
Come on, man.
Welcome to where I'm sitting. See, here's the thing. Whenever you've nominated me, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking to myself, you know, maybe Matt's just nominating me to get the game going, and he's not going to vote just to see if the other person is going to. But you always voted.
Because I thought it was you, and now I don't know what to do. Because he could be just playing a whole giant mind game with us right now.
Yeah, I know. That's always the possibility. I know, that's always the possibility.
I've been saying from the beginning, I thought you had the most genuine spark.
Right.
I still believe that.
But I still believe that you have, like, from my perspective, I'll say what you said with the genuine spark thing. I'm feeling that vibe from you. But then again, at the same time, you could just be playing an insanely awesome game right now, and that's what I'm afraid of. And that's why I thought it was him. But now I'm, like, completely torn because I don't.
Well, I feel like a detective is always going to find his brother, if that makes any sense.
Wait, say that again?
A detective is always going to find his brother, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I felt like I was torn between him and him. So maybe you're right. Maybe it is him. But I didn't vote because I'm not sure. And I still don't know if I would vote. But
I mean, to finish my thought from before.
Yeah.
I always felt like when you were nominating, maybe you weren't going to vote for me just to try to, you know, smoke out the person who is the liar, because that's something that's, you know, happened before.
He didn't vote though, so that didn't even.
Yeah,
work.
I know.
That wouldn't have even. Well, you would have been eliminated with you're the liar or the seeker.
Early on,
because I voted.
I know. Early on, if you hadn't voted, like I think the first time I got nominated, if you hadn't voted and you hadn't voted, it would have been just him, and we would have been like, yeah, this is a tell.
Right.
But even looking back at that, he turned out to be the seeker, so that wouldn't even have worked.
Right.
But, you know, yeah, I know. I mean, I don't feel like it's either of you. You know, you know, again, if you guys ultimatumed each other, I would probably end up killing you just because, you know, I'm so used to being like, you know,
yeah,
concerned that it's you, because I know you'd play an amazing game. And yet he could be playing an amazing game, or he could be a seeker.
That's the thing.
And this comes down to Rigel, why didn't you watch the past games like you were fucking supposed to? So, well, I didn't think it was that important, and now here I am again, in the same shit bucket that I always end up in.
What do you mean?
Like whenever.
How many games have you won?
Sorry.
I have no idea.
What?
A few, not all of them.
Okay.
It's skewed though because I've always gotten Seeker, so I feel like the liars have a higher win rate. So I feel like if I was the liar more often, I'd have a higher win rate, but I just don't. So
Okay.
my win rate's probably garbage because I'm always a Seeker, and this game is fucking imbalanced.
I'm sure it's at least 50% still. I'm sure.
I don't know. But again, it's just, it comes down to the end game where you have 3 people and you no longer have anything to go on. At least when there was a 4th person, you could see individual things being singled out. Now everything's a decision between one person or the other person. Do I think it's you or do I think it's you? With you, do you think it's me or do you think it's him? And with him, just, which of us he thinks it is. It's just not as easy anymore. When there were 4 people, it was easier to single someone out and then to pick out in your mind who could be like, the next person up. Because if you treat one person like you assume they're the liar, and then see how other people interact with that person whom they assume is the liar, then, that tells you a little bit more. Whereas now it's like every individual one of us is playing against each other, and it's just, it's just, I feel like it's a lot harder now.
I'll ask you a question.
Sure.
How well do you think he was choosing his words just now? How carefully?
Pretty carefully.
Think so?
Yeah, I think that I really don't know what to think because now, not that I'm suspicious of you, I don't want to be because I feel like you're playing a genuine game. I'm super suspicious of you, but then again, at the same time, you're talking so much and making your points across that it's like
He's saying a lot of
I'm-
rational stuff. Definitely.
Okay.
He's definitely playing into like the logic of it
Okay.
all. So,
Well, this is how I play the game.
Is he choosing his words more carefully and trying to flavor it a certain way? Is he?
I really don't know. I
What would
really
that
don't know.
even-
How do you feel?
What would that mean? Like, what would?
Like, are you trying to do more to convince us than what you would do if you were a Seeker?
It's all been like reduced to the same thing now because now there's only 3 of us. When there was 4 of us, you could talk about how someone's flavoring. Now it's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, does anyone ever feel like they'd have enough evidence at this point? Could we just quit in the middle and split it 3 ways? Is that a thing that's allowed?
I gave you that option before we started. That's why I do it.
Just take this thing off my head. It's like making me itchy.
I forgot I was wearing it. It's okay, I guess. It's not as blisteringly hot in here as it's been in the past.
I was pointing at the fan, not you.
Oh.
I'm trying to put attention on any player individually.
I don't even
Why
want
do you always feel like it's me? You and
mean?
other. Maybe it's not you.
I don't think the last time. No, the last game I played with you was like when we were at a party at like Adam's house, like, or something like that, and you were running it, and like it was like a bunch of. It was not before it. It was before the thing was even off the ground.
I'm just not going to comment if it's not official game.
Oh yeah, right. It was when we were just experimenting with it. I don't think I've played an official game with you yet.
I feel like I've seen you here before.
I have been. Yeah, no, I have, but I don't think I've played with you yet. I've definitely never played with you. So now,
have I played with you?
No, I only played 1 game.
Okay.
Well, you weren't there.
All right.
What do you think about him?
I mean, I think I'm always afraid of Matt because in my mind he plays like a really solid game. So I understand that it'll never seem like him, but it could always be him. And that's pretty much the same way I feel about you. Like, it doesn't seem like you, but of course there's always that chance that it could be.
Well, let's think about all the nominations that took place. He nominated a few times in a row.
Yeah.
What could that have meant for each time?
I mean, he said early on, and I more or less believe him, that he was nominating to kind of keep the game moving, and just, you know, I don't know. I mean, he nominated me. He nominated David, who turned out to be a seeker. I don't know. I mean, if I assume that Matt is the liar, not that I'm saying you are, but you know, playing from the mindset of a Matt who was a liar, I feel like early on in the game it would have made sense to try to pair up with you and kill both of us, because again, we were the most vulnerable, and I feel like, you know, as a liar, just like as a seeker, you end up going after the people who have made themselves the most vulnerable players just by talking too much or saying the wrong things or playing with some really strange strategy or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess one of the most suspicious things that, you know, I would read into about Matt is just that he actually voted every goddamn time. Like, I don't think a single nomination went down where you didn't vote in the affirmative.
That's actually very true. But
and I mean,
the reason being, every time I voted, I thought it was the liar.
I totally understand your reasoning.
Like, it wasn't like strategy to be like, okay, I'm gonna get this person out, I'm gonna get this person out. It was just like, I think it's this person, I'm trusting my gut, thumbs up. Especially since David was so hardcore against me. It's like, okay, it's either me or him, because he's so hardcore against me now. He trusted me at first, now he's against me, and oh great, he's a seeker. Wonderful.
Well, I always felt it was either him or you. It was either one or one. And I don't know,
all right, from your position. No. From your position.
Yeah.
How would you read into when we felt like, all right, the last time we voted for Matt before we killed him, how sure were you that he was about David? Whoops, sorry. That's right. Matt lives. He stands before me, still alive. Right before we killed David, on the last vote where I didn't vote.
Yes.
How sure were you that we were going to kill him in that vote?
I was pretty sure, because he just was talking so much that I felt like he was playing the game so hard that it made it obvious to me that he was the liar. And then, of course, he's a seeker. And he was so hardcore against me that I might as well get him out, because he's clearly going to be against me the rest of the game. So if he's a seeker and he's eliminated, at least I have someone who's like against me out.
No. How do you feel about him now? Because I kind of still feel the same.
I still feel the same way, but you could be duping me, and that's what's screwing with my mind. I feel like I'm not comfortable making a nomination now, because I don't know. I'm torn up right now, because I don't know what to think. So you're telling me that you're the seeker.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that you're the seeker.
Yeah, coincidentally, I also am the seeker. By pure coincidence.
Yeah.
Well, last nomination, I definitely couldn't even vote. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But
how sure were you that we were going to vote out David in the last time?
Not sure.
Before we did.
You
felt strongly enough to vote for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before the ultimatum. Did you feel like we were going to get the vote for sure?
Well, that's when I was like totally sure that he was the liar. Because for a little while, I was like completely sure. Like just the way he was acting, I was looking at his legs and his eyes, and he's like kind of like looking around. I was so sure. So that's why when he was eliminated.
See, here's the thing. I feel like both of you were pretty sure that we were going to get the vote on him. So the liar would have felt comfortable voting. So from where I'm sitting, I feel like I'm in the more difficult position, whereas having to decide. Whereas for both of you, I feel like it should be obvious that it's not me.
Why?
Because when we were all going to vote on David before he, ruined everything for himself and for us, I felt like you guys both feel like he was going to be eliminated. Like he dug his hole. It was very deep.
I don't think he would have been eliminated if he didn't do the ultimatum. He just went and did the ultimatum, and then that got him eliminated.
But right before that, in the vote before that, both of you voted for him. No.
Right.
You voted because
Excuse me.
you felt so sure it was him, and you voted because you felt so sure it was him, and because he seemed like he was against you. So
Right.
it was a
He was
self-protection
hardcore,
thing.
like trying
Yeah.
to eliminate me, so I might as well.
So I can perfectly understand why both of you didn't. But like, you know, if either of you is the seeker, I can understand why you voted. And if either of you is the liar, I also can understand why you voted. If I was the liar, why wouldn't I have voted when it seemed so obvious that he was going to be eliminated?
Because you're playing a good game.
I could be.
That's a good point, though. That's actually a really good point.
I mean, I feel like if I was a liar, I would have just voted. We would have killed him. It would have been totally normal. I was the only person who held back and was like, no, he certainly seems like the liar, but it isn't quite enough yet. Yeah, I know. I turned out to be right. I didn't expect to be right. I kind of thought it was him, but you know, it wasn't enough. And because I didn't want to be stuck in this three-way situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, you guys both still say you suspect that it could be me, but I don't feel like that's probable based on what we've seen.
Kind of have an idea. I have my theories. I'm in full detective mode. I'm starting to see more of a genuine spark inside of you now, but I don't think you're the liar. Like, if we were to judge it based on everything you said before, I would say you're a seeker.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's getting some good testimony in.
I mean, I feel like voting record is the only like hard item that you'll ever get.
But is that just really good misdirection?
It could be. It could always be really good misdirection.
Yeah.
It can always be really good misdirection. And at this point in the game, now that he's gone, you'll never get any more hard data. We have all of the hard information we'll ever have, for the most part. Like now, you know, when he was still here, a nomination was like something, I think it's this person. Now a nomination is just, well, I don't think it's this person, so I nominate this person by default.
I just feel like you're more detective-like. I feel like he's a little more reserved.
That was reserved? I felt like that was so forward.
No, I get what you're saying.
But okay.
But are you detective-like because you're playing us? That's the only thing that's screwing me up, because I really feel a genuineness from you, and I don't want to eliminate you. And I feel like even if I did nominate you, which I'm not going to, I feel like Rigel wouldn't vote with me.
No, I probably wouldn't. You're right.
Right.
I gotta start watching all the older games to see how stuff like
you
this
can.
goes down.
They all go down exactly like this. This is the end game that almost
this
every
is the
game
hardest.
reaches.
No, this is the hardest game I've ever been in. This is the hardest game I've ever been in by far.
This happens to me all the fucking time, and I just wanted, you know, like I just want 1 or 2 times for someone to not vote and for it to become more obvious.
Right.
But you both voted, so it's like fuck, you know. Like if only one person had voted on that and then he turned out to be the seeker, then you know you'd know that you had 2 uncertain people, and now we don't, or at least I don't. Now I don't have 2 uncertain people, or I don't have a single person who's more obvious.
I'm gonna have to nominate Rigel.
Okay, Matt has nominated Rigel again. Matt, would you like to provide testimony?
Okay, I feel like you're playing an insanely good, awesome game. So this nomination is like a compliment to you. You're playing an amazing, solid, awesome game. Going back to my gut feeling from the beginning of the game, I thought it was him. Then I thought it was David, but he was just going crazy and playing the game super hardcore, which I appreciate. And then he ended up getting eliminated. I feel like there's a genuine thing going on with you. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I trust you, and I feel like you're playing a kick-ass, amazing game, and kudos to you, sir, or it's Rigel. And my vibe is that it's Rigel, and that's how I feel, and that's what I'm gonna say.
Is that all?
That's it.
Thank you, Matt. Corey, would you like to add anything?
I have no idea. Like I said before, I wish I had another 5 minutes to sit and think about this. That's all I got. I don't really have anything.
That's it? Thank you, Corey. Rigel, would you like to defend yourself?
Well, like I said, the last time you said that, right before Matt nominated me and we were going to vote for me, it's also still just a nomination. He didn't ultimatum, so you can have all the time you need. I mean, you're doing the thing that I felt like you were doing the last time, where it was like the first thing during your testimony was the first thing that finally made me suspicious of you.
Sure.
Where you play to how other people feel like a seeker should play. I mean, I still feel like your testimony plays to Corey. And I felt like that the last time too, but like, I didn't think it was like, enough. And I still don't feel like it's enough. I don't know, man. I mean, I feel more like it's you. I don't know.
Is that all?
Well, no, to play to, I guess, because I do have to actually defend myself in case. I mean, it's not me. But I feel like both of you already think it's not me. And this is an issue of thinking that it's me. But I mean, I feel like if I was the liar, I would have just like offed David early on, or like, kind of tried to aggressively single someone out beforehand. I don't know. I mean, you could read anything both ways, so I don't know. I can't like, there's like no real defense in a game where you could read anything one way or the other way. I don't know. I guess I'm done.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Rigel. Everyone except for Rigel, please put on your mask and stick out your fist. If you would like to eliminate Rigel, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. One vote.
What a mind fuck. I thought you were going to vote and you weren't.
It's him. He voted. I think you're the seeker now. I think it's him. I think he's been playing us this whole game.
I feel like that's something a liar would say.
You just voted.
No,
I didn't vote because I wanted to test you and I wanted to see where you were at. I wanted to test you and see where you were at.
That's the same exact
and then you
thing
just
that
voted.
What happened the last time, though. I didn't vote.
You get what I'm
remember?
saying, Rigel?
Yeah,
I didn't vote for you
before.
because I wanted to see if he was going to vote. I set the trap for him.
But that's the same exact thing that happened the
Why
last
would
time.
I could have ended the game
I
right there.
didn't
I could have
vote.
ended the game right there, and I didn't. And I actually.
I felt like
remember
you
how
weren't gonna vote.
remember how I didn't vote before? I thought
Yes.
finally it's like we finally got something going on.
I don't know,
We're
man.
both detectives. That's why I voted. But the last time I specifically didn't vote because I thought
This is so terrifying from my position. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Not because I just almost died and didn't. Oh, man. Why did you vote?
because I thought he was a seeker. I thought a seeker would want to eliminate the liar.
This is so difficult. Oh, man.
Now I'm getting the vibe that he's the liar
Yeah,
because he voted.
I know.
I wanted to see where we were at. I wanted to see where we were at.
I know.
That's the only time you didn't vote. Every other time you voted consistently.
Yeah, because I thought I was voting the liar off, and now I don't know what to do.
I thought you were voting the liar off.
Exactly, because if you were the liar, that's game over.
No, I thought you were voting him as the liar.
No, I know that.
I understand what you did because.
See, so that was a test to see if you would vote.
I know exactly
and
what
then
it was.
if you wasn't going to vote, then I would have been like, okay, it's you.
I'm familiar with a gambit.
You did
I
that
know
same
what it is.
nomination before, and I didn't vote. Remember?
What?
You did that same nomination before, and I didn't vote.
I know, but I feel like you've been chillaxed the whole game, and I feel like you're letting us. The last game that I played, the liar was doing exactly what you're doing, and
I just don't want to be wrong.
the liar was doing exactly what you're doing and kind of playing back, and it was pitting everyone against each other. Now, could we just be against each other now, getting pitted against each other, having vibes against each other, and then he's just laid back and then playing his game?
I mean, I made the mistake of explaining earlier on that I was always expecting you to nominate me as a test for other people and then to not. And now you finally did it after I had already explained it. So now it's like, shit, is Matt playing to me now as opposed to playing to Corey?
No, I would have, if
like,
I was the liar, that's, because if
I know, but you know how it looks to me, right?
Win. If I'm the liar, that's my win. Why would I do that?
I know. But I felt like he wasn't going to vote for me just then.
I feel like he's a liar now, but I don't want to vote on you.
Fuck!
Well, of course he feels that way because
I
now.
know. Yeah, I know.
But I'm still not sure about you, you jerk.
God, is this the game where you're gonna kill me? I've always known the day is coming, you know? Oh, man.
I don't want to, if that's.
I know. No, that's not what I mean. The game. Like,
I know. This is the hardest game I've ever played with this in Lying for Money. Okay.
Oh my God, it is you.
Hmm?
It fucking is you.
How is it me?
Because we're stressing the fuck out trying to figure it out. And you're fine. It fucking is you.
Maybe you're the liar. Because I've been watching you closely more than.
Is it him? Is it me? Am I not recognizing that particular tell?
Is that your strategy? That's what's.
I don't know. I do this every game because I'm always the fucking seeker. It can't be me. I was uncertain about David. You guys killed him. Or you guys tried to kill him.
I didn't.
I
he
was
did the
like,
ultimatum.
no.
He did the ultimatum.
I was so sure it was him.
I was not sure enough.
But I was also 50-50. I was 50-50.
You spent the whole game saying, no, I don't have enough evidence. 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 You spent the whole game not voting, saying that you didn't have enough evidence.
But I was also saying.
But then when you felt like
I was also saying, I think it was either him or you. And you were the detective. That was my theory.
God. I start off the game trusting you. I know there's always that chance it's not you. I feel like it can't be you though, just because of the way you know. I don't know if you were playing to me there.
Look, I could have just ended the game by voting, and I wanted to see if he would vote because I wanted to see where he was at.
I know.
Okay?
I see it. I see it too.
Then you could be doing a performance yourself.
I know.
And you
yeah, we could all do that.
But he's been nominating people this entire time.
I know. I know.
Oh, no, my fellow detectives again.
I know. I know. It's both sides. Yeah. I feel like it's so obvious it's not me. I don't know why. Like you both. I don't know why you don't see.
Now I'm not as sure that it's you.
I know. Yeah.
Now I feel like it might be Corey.
I feel strongly like it's Corey right now, but I'm just so terrified.
I nominated him, and I didn't because I thought it was.
I know.
I thought it could be you.
I know you've not voted.
Really good misdirection.
No. So,
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I feel like I have like solid evidence that it could be either of you. Do I have any solid evidence that it can't be one of you? I mean, from the beginning of the game, you've been much more aggressive, just with, but that's not necessarily, a liar thing. And from the beginning of the game, he's been very unsure, but yeah, that could be a misdirection. So I don't know if all that time he spent not having enough evidence, why he suddenly felt like he had enough evidence to try to kill me just now?
That's
Has he
why
just been
that's why
waiting?
I'm screwed up, because if he wouldn't have voted, I would have been so sure it was you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
If he wouldn't have voted, I would have done a nomination immediately again for you, and now I don't know what the hell to do.
I would have read it. Yeah, I would have read it the same way.
I honestly
Would
thought
I
we were
have?
about to
I
win.
don't know if that would have been enough.
But maybe you are the liar.
I'm not.
But I thought we were about to win. That's why I voted. Because that's how it ended up the last time. Because I had I kind of boiled down to what I thought it was, and we voted, and then we won.
I feel like I'm gonna feel
So that's kind of what I tried to do. But I don't know. I didn't vote for him before because I didn't think I wasn't sure. But I'm still leaning more towards him than you.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Would I feel stupider if I killed you and it was him, or if I killed him and it was you? Which would make me feel stupider?
I'm feeling the same exact way, because like I really don't know. I feel like it's the same exact way. But then are you saying that as the liar?
Yeah, I know.
Because you're playing a good game.
I could be. I like to think I would play a
You're
very
both
good
playing
game.
a good game.
No, we're all gentlemen. We're all playing an exceptional game. I think that goes without saying. One of us has to die.
My theories have been the same this entire time, or most of the time. I lean more towards him than you. But
Why are you leaning more towards me?
because I listen to the way you talk, and I listen to the way you talk, and it sounds like you're choosing your words more carefully.
What does that mean?
It sounds like you're, I don't know.
You said before it's
Like playing the game
it
carefully.
meant that
You're
I was
like,
trying
yeah,
to
as
paint
if-
things
sounds
a
like
certain
you're-
way.
Sounds like you're just talking more carefully, not trying to say the wrong thing.
I feel like that doesn't make sense.
Like if
No, it makes sense to me.
if someone says something that could lead them to being a liar, you know, feels like you're maybe trying not to say something. That makes sense. I don't know.
Yes.
That's just how I feel. I could be wrong though. But if I had to choose who's doing a misdirection, I don't think it's you.
But is it you?
No.
Corey, you're saying that you're not doing a misdirection by talking this strategy, though. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that what you just said
is a misdirection.
Exactly. You're talking about a misdirection, and now I'm afraid that you're talking about the misdirection is the misdirection. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's just my theory, you know. It's just how I feel. But it could be a misdirection. I mean, his whole thing talking about liar strategies could have been a misdirection.
And it wasn't.
It evidently was not.
Your whole thing could be a misdirection.
It isn't.
But that would be the best misdirection.
I know, but like what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to get from you is like, then why did you vote? And then because you would have won the game as the liar, or we would have won the game as seekers, and cool. But that's why I really don't know. And how many times did you vote?
I don't know. From the beginning of the game?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. There was a bunch of trials, like 6 trials. So I'm just trying to figure out like how many
I don't
times.
think I voted for any of the
And you
other
voted
trials.
based on evidence every time, and you really didn't vote that much. I think, was that the only time you voted?
Yeah, I voted for him, right?
The only time.
But
yeah.
he wasn't voted out, right?
No, right. You voted for him, but he wasn't voted out because Rigel didn't vote.
Yeah. That time, well, the whole time it seemed like it.
But then again, at the same time, it could be strategy on his part to keep David in the game because David was against me. So it could have been in a way to get.
But he would have to know for a fact it was you, right?
Yes. Well, what I'm saying is I think he didn't vote for David because if he knows that he's the liar, which I don't know, if he's here and he's a seeker, right? He was against me, and he's talking about how he can't read me, right?
Yeah.
So if he can't read me and then someone's against me as a seeker, unfortunately, then he's got someone else against me. So then it's two people versus, well, you've been on my side, then it's like 2 and 2. So I feel like maybe you were using him as your, maybe you're using David as your teammate in a way.
I see.
You get what I'm saying? But
yeah, I can understand how that could be read that way also. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, every action, no matter what it is, can be read both ways. I mean, I feel like the longer we sit here, I feel more and more inclined to trust you. And I don't know if that means that you're playing like a better game or playing with like intention or something. And if he's just chilling.
Well, that's why I thought he was.
Or if
genuine.
it's just Matt.
Yeah.
But are you being genuine?
In what aspects? And everything I say?
No, like the game. Are you being genuine as the seeker, or are you just playing a hell of a game as a liar? That's
I'm trying to be like a good detective. I'm trying to be like House, you know? Like I watch a lot of House. I love that show. So I'm trying to like really do what he does. But I'm also pretty stupid. And you ever watch the show Lie to Me?
No.
With Tim Roth?
No.
I haven't seen that in a while, but I gotta start watching that again. He knows exactly what to look for. You know.
I feel like that helps more in a higher stakes situation where, you know.
Guess so. But in House, it's fun because he just does it to like make fun of people.
I mean, I've seen a few episodes, but I never really watched. I don't watch too much TV at all.
Okay.
I feel stuck. If we three-way split and just leave the game.
No, there should be a finish. We gotta have a finish.
I was just wondering if any of us would move up or if we'd all still be in Seeker Square next time because I hate this game.
That's a good question.
Would we move up to Illuminati? Pentagonum.
I'm gonna pretend like you raised your hand just so I can answer that question.
Okay.
Because you seem like you want to know the answer.
I do.
David was eliminated, so he's in sudden death. And essentially, if you all were to get up and leave, that counts as all of you getting eliminating yourselves.
Yeah,
so
I don't want to do
You're
that.
all back in sudden death.
Oh, all right,
I don't want
never
to do that.
mind.
All right.
All right. I'd rather roll the dice.
That's why I created the ultimatum.
Fine.
Wait, what? So why are you saying that?
Well, because I'm wondering if, like, we're at an impasse. What would happen if we just got up?
No,
and we're like, nope, it's a tie.
I mean, in
it.
reference to the game. In reference to the game, though, like, like that sounds so over the top, like not strategic. Now I'm wondering if that's strategic that you just said that.
No, because I've played this game and been in this exact situation a lot of fucking times, and my like win rate of picking out which other person it is not great.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of times where it's like, you know, I end up killing one person and then like this other guy is like, nope, it was me.
Right.
Fuck you, Rigel. Fucking goddamn it. And you know, it's like it's basically reduced to a state where like when I'm in these positions where it's like, well, I don't really have hard evidence either way, and I barely even feel either way about anyone. Where it's just like, you know, who would it just be less embarrassing to accidentally lose to?
Okay. Right.
No, yeah, if I were the liar, I would pick one of you and try to kill you, I guess. But because I don't know, it's like, it's even worse. It's worse when you're a seeker because, like, you know, you have to actually pick someone and you'll end up actually being wrong. Whereas if you're the liar and they find you, it's just like, oh, you know, I got found. They found me. Good for them. With the seeker, it's like, no, I choose to kill this person.
Right.
Both have to vote, and then you're wrong. And the person you trusted, who like you worked with to get rid of that person, is like, no, it was me. Fuck you.
Right.
So it's just, you know, I've been in that position a lot of times, because a lot of times when we reach end game, like, I don't know, people will like trust me, and I end up having to decide who dies.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, every time I pick wrong, it's like, and I've been the seeker every fucking time. So
And
it's like,
why are you're just listening?
Hmm?
You're just listening right now? Like, what are you feeling right now?
I'm looking at
he
his
still
eyes.
thinks it's me.
I'm looking at both your eyes. That's what I'm doing at this point. Honestly, I have no idea, so I'm like all body language at this point.
I hate body language. I like voting record and shit. And, you know, voting record, yeah, it makes it look like it's, you know, you. It's just the other things where you voted for me and you didn't. It's like, but it can't be you then. So I feel like it almost can't be you.
I feel like one of you guys should be a used car salesman, because you'd probably make a ton of money in sales.
I don't think these skills are transferable.
I'll take
to
that
used
as an
car sales.
insult.
Yeah.
Well, I was a
I'm
telemarketer
gonna-
for a while, and I did awful. I just can't like control the
Aren't you just
tonality
supposed
of
to
my
read from the
voice.
script?
Yeah, I do, but it's more than that. It's like the way you talk. I just
the
like can't
intonation.
control the tonality. It's like, no, now say it like this. No, say it like that. And then I get no results, and then I got fired after like a week.
Having no intonation is probably a benefit in this game, because you just have no way to be like, you know, misread. Everything
Yeah.
you say is flat.
But it's not that it's flat. It's just like I can't like sound a certain way, you know. I guess I'm pretty flat, but I just like they're trying to say, like, sound enthusiastic. So you're talking about money, and then the guy next to me, he pulls out a wad of cash, and he's like, "This is $2,000. No, this is $4,000. I keep it in my pocket. You motivated by money?" And then it shows me a paycheck, and it's like, "Yeah, I make $32,000 bi-weekly or something like that."
That seems like a lot for a telemarketer.
It was a stockbroker firm.
Oh, all right.
It's like a boiler room.
What? A stockbroker in a boiler room?
No, it's like, you ever watch Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
It's like that kind of place.
Okay.
They tell you to use a fake name and a fake company. It's highly illegal.
Okay. I
Whatever.
did not know you worked in an illegal telemarketing firm.
Well, it seemed illegal.
That is a surprise to me.
I don't know how illegal it was, but apparently you're not even supposed to get on the phones until you're licensed. And I was on the phone the first day.
Oh. I did not imagine they would have licensing for telemarketing. That does not seem like the kind of
stocks and stuff. Like, you gotta be like a licensed broker.
Oh yeah, you have to. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Wait, so you were selling stocks over the phone?
I was trying to get people's information. I'd have to like ask like, what kind of stocks you holding on to? How much money you got in the market? Just the ballpark. And just like it was the most. I had a whole page of rebuttals where it's like if they say one thing, it's like no, and then it's like, well, we're a boutique investment bank, and then it's like I don't even know what that means. So I don't know.
Okay. All right.
It was just a ridiculous experience where after 8 hours of being on the phone trying to convince people of stuff, I was just like, I felt dead inside.
I would too.
Being on the phone for 8 hours is not fun. Especially CEOs, like you literally get a card of like, okay, you get the Virginia card or whatever, and it's just a stack of cards from Virginia. And then all I heard was just, listen, bud, you got the wrong idea. They'd hear like my lack of a Southern accent, and they would just like not like me. So other telemarketers would use a fake Southern accent when
hilarious.
calling.
Okay, I mean, whatever makes the sale, I guess. That's the first time I've seen you excited all game.
It's a funny happening in my life. I like to talk about it. There's not a lot of people. I've probably even been to a place like that, you know.
I nominate Corey.
All right, Rigel has nominated Corey.
Rigel, stockbroker.
Please, Corey. Thank you. Rigel, would you like to provide testimony?
This is the first time that I've seen him get excited all game. It's visible. I thought maybe it just wouldn't be, but it is. So if he wasn't interested in the game before, it must be because he really didn't have to think about it or stress over who it was. Like, I feel like this is the first solid physical tell that I've seen all game from him. I feel like before, like, the two of us were like freaking out trying to figure out who it could be, why it couldn't be us. Like, you know, we were both getting excited and he was just the same, monotone. And I thought that was just his character and that he didn't get excited. But now when he talks about his past job and I see him get animated, it's obvious that he wasn't excited before. And I feel like I feel like that's the most solid tell I've had, like, during this, you know, last three-way thing that's been going on. So that's why.
Is that all?
Yes.
Thank you, Rigel. Matt, would you like to provide testimony?
I'm really at a crossroads. I don't know what to think. I really want to think that it's two detectives and we got the liar over here. I am like really not sure. However, I may vote because I feel like you're playing a really solid game, and I'm curious to what you have to say to defend yourself. Very curious. That's it.
Thank you, Matt. Corey.
I feel like it was a really interesting thing to bring up. It made me think of what Matthew was saying, how a liar is going to try to pick out little things and try to bring that to the surface. If you look at the last game, I basically did the same exact thing. I was just talking, and then certain topics come up, and then, like, you know, I get excited to talk about it. But other than that, I'm basically a flat person. That's all I have to say.
That's it. Thank you, Corey. Everyone, except for Corey, please put on your mask and stick out your fist. If you would like to eliminate Corey, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. 0 votes. Corey's still in the game.
Don't read into me not voting. I feel like you at one. I feel like everything that you say has so much purpose, though. Like, I feel like you said, you know, I might vote. I'm not sure, because you were trying to, like.
I really wasn't sure.
Yeah. All right. But I mean, I also feel like it could be a play to get me, like, to, like, encourage me to vote or something.
Okay, where I'm at is I was wondering if you were doing what I was doing, which was set the trap to see if I would vote, and I just am not 100% convinced that it's Corey.
And I'm not convinced either. Body language is, like, not really enough to go on. But I was hoping you'd vote, so that would at least make it slightly more clear for me, but it's not. But I mean, you know, I guess I can understand.
Why didn't you vote?
I don't know. It's not a very good argument. Like, you know, he wasn't fidgeting. I mean, yeah, that's like the best thing I have to go on. But, like, you know, I also just don't trust you.
Thank you.
I don't know. I'm terrified, but, you know, I'm terrified of losing to you. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. But, you know, it doesn't have to be this game. Like, I want to win, and I know one of you is my ally, and I don't know. It's just so fucking difficult. It's retarded. I just don't know how to read you, you know? Like, I feel like I don't know. It could just be a good play. I didn't watch any of his past games.
Why do you
I
think?
feel like it's you.
Why do you think he nominated you and then didn't vote?
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Okay.
Still trying to think about it. I have my theories though.
How come you haven't made any nominations yet? I'm just asking. I'm just curious.
I'm just not confident.
Okay.
Not confident enough on my own theories. Like I said, I have my theories, but like not confident enough to pull the trigger on anything.
Okay.
I'm still leaning towards you being a seeker, honestly, because you're like growing us a lot harder than he's growing us.
And I'm leaning towards you still being the seeker, but then I don't know what's going on because
I feel like we could have won that one time.
Well,
if I had voted, you're saying?
Yeah, I feel like we could have definitely won.
one of you would have.
Well, that's what's messed up about it,
I know.
because
The other one
since
would
you
not.
didn't vote, that made me suspicious of you, because I wanted to see if you were. Since you did vote, I'm sorry. Since you did vote, that made me suspicious
Well,
of you.
I saw it as like
I felt like
I
it wasn't enough.
I saw that being like a sequel to the last one. Like the first one, we weren't on the same page,
Right.
and then the second time around, we're like, yeah, I think we got it, because that's how it happened with the other guy.
Mm-hmm. And then he didn't even vote.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if
Damn
he
it.
did vote, that would have made him seem
Yeah.
like he wants someone out.
Yeah.
So,
And then if I would have voted, then it would have put me on the chopping block potentially.
yeah. Like I honestly almost nominated a few people, but I don't want to. You know.
Right.
I feel like I'm gonna be wrong because I have like no self confidence.
But then him saying that, is that the game? Is that him playing the game?
I know.
Saying I have no self-confidence.
I know. Is it eliciting a
I mean, it could be
thing?
genuine in what he's saying, and that's cool. But it could be like, that's a strategy. That's what's, when you hear things like that, it's like,
I know. When you hear someone
generally
being
that's just how I
self-deprecating,
talk.
it makes them more relatable.
Just generally how I talk, I guess. I don't know.
Because like when I hear something like I have no self-confidence, I feel like the natural reaction,
the empathy.
because I'm nice, it's like, oh, you know, like I hope he doesn't feel that way. You know what? Let me vote with him now. You know, I feel like it was like he's reeling me in, you know, or whatever. But like,
yeah, I guess. I mean, that itself could be a form of misdirection. You know, trying to paint myself to be a certain way. But
yeah, if I killed you and he was playing me, I'd feel really fucking stupid for like, not seeing it all. But I feel like that's not going to happen. I feel like I know.
I feel like that's not. I mean, it may happen. I don't know. Oh my god. Cool. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely don't want to do that.
That's not an option.
I know. I'm kidding.
I feel more strongly that it's you. The more we discuss it, and I know the more I say things like that, the more you feel like it's me.
well,
because I didn't see you get excited all game, and I thought that was just the way you were. And now it's like, well, if all game, why haven't you been more engrossed? Like,
it's just like too confusing.
I mean, you want to win, right? You want to win the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't know why, when we were trying to figure things out, you weren't more animated and trying. Like, you always sit back and you say, I have my theories, but you don't say what any of them are. And I mean, I don't know if you're just being super reserved because,
Well, I mean, I was saying what I felt. Like I was saying, you sounded like you were choosing your words more carefully.
I feel like you're
you
just
were
being
trying to
super
avoid-
quiet. And I feel like being quiet is like the thing that always ends up, you know, winning the liar the game.
Could be.
I mean,
I just
Not
don't
always,
wanna
but in a
start-
lot of cases.
I know,
I
and
just
I
don't want to
always
start
but-
talking and be wrong. You know, that's just a big fear. I just don't want to be wrong. But I'll be more open about my theories. I guess I still feel like you're the detective guy, but like I said, you know, it could be misdirection, and you could be like the detective guy, and or I don't know. It's just too much to think about right now.
I'm not getting a detective vibe from Rigel at all.
Yeah. Like I'm definitely looking at reactions more than
Yeah.
anything. Like as soon as the other person starts talking, I look at the other person to see their reaction. I feel like if you were the liar, you kind of have like a look about you like you got something, you know, to give you the upper hand, if that makes sense. Do you agree?
Say that again?
That he's kind of seems like he's got something to give him the upper hand in this.
You mean like his body language?
Yeah, like he's starting to be more confident. He's looking more at me. I feel like he's starting to feel like he could get me out. But if you were the liar and you removed me, you would win.
That's true. And if I was the seeker and I was right that you were the liar, I would also win. So it's not a great argument.
Wouldn't at this point, wouldn't you still be kind of concerned that he might be the liar?
I'm a little concerned about Matt because his voting record was very aggressive.
Not recently.
But
The last two actually didn't vote.
Yeah.
But even while he was voting, I still kind of felt like you were doing it more.
I was playing with my gut.
Yeah, that's what I felt
I feel like with Matt, when he laid the trap to try to get you, and you know, you voted for me. I feel like afterwards, he could have just persisted and gotten me out if he wanted to.
Because that just made me not sure.
Well, Matt.
About you.
But if I was the liar, then that's exactly what I would have done. I would have persisted. But like, if I was in any way the liar, I don't think I would set traps. I would probably, in most cases, vote. So.
I mean, you did vote a lot.
Yeah, the first three, because, well, initially I was going with my original gut, which was you. Then it turned into me having to defend myself because he was so hardcore convinced that I was the liar, even though no one else was. So it was either him or me, and luckily it was him and not me. You okay?
I was just looking at the time.
Oh, okay. All right.
When I say it's you, you say it's me. When I say it's
you know what?
You say, I don't know what to think.
But you know what I'm thinking now, actually? Before you said that, you're not looking at either of us. You're more in your head. You're more calculating. When you say that, you're more calculating than looking for body language.
I'm not so much calculating. I'm measuring all the things that have happened in the past.
Yeah, but like you were looking in the middle. It looked like you were thinking about it.
Yeah,
and
as the evidence stacks up.
So
I don't feel like that. I don't feel like.
What is a liar more likely to do? Are they more likely to
I think the liar is more likely to sit back
think about it.
Well, no, the liar doesn't have to think at all. They know exactly what's going on. They know who everyone is. I've seen Matt stress out trying to figure things out.
He's thinking,
and I feel like you haven't had to think about it all game. Like you sit back, you say, I don't have enough information. I have my theories indicating that you're
he also,
about
you got to admit though, if he is the liar, he's also super chill.
I know.
Whereas David Wise wasn't, which is why we had thought it was
super chill. Super unchill. Yeah.
So like he's super chill. And I feel like you're not super chill, but you're really strategizing a lot, which is admirable, you know, like, so that's why this sucks.
Like as soon as
I feel like I know it's you, and I feel like you guys are probably gonna kill me, but I want it to be known that I feel like it's you. So you know, if you guys kill me and it turns out to be right, that's good enough for me. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now, okay?
It's weird. That is making you seem more seeker-like. I do have to say.
I feel like it would.
But that could be that could honestly just be a whole show that you just did. Whole misdirection. This game is really tough.
Yeah, I know, because everything can be read in either direction. I know. No, you know what's gonna happen when this is over? If you like, you know, you're gonna look at everything that happened, all the tells that there were, and be like, God, it was so obvious. Why didn't I see that? Why didn't I recognize that? And it's like, well, because you were in the game and there was a lot of other things to recognize. If I somehow got Matt to a point where he would vote you off, and it turned out to be Matt, I'd be like, God, why didn't I notice the voting record? It was so obvious. And if the opposite happens, I'd be the same about you. Like, God, why didn't I recognize when he was like getting all animated and shit, and how quiet he was being the whole game? It was so obvious he was playing us. And the same thing would happen. You'd be like, God, why didn't I recognize that it was either of you?
Yeah.
It's just if we don't get it right, it's gonna fucking suck.
I was so sure it was him. I was so sure it was him.
I wasn't that sure.
I was like,
I was never
actually
sure.
I was fairly, I was like thinking it was him. Then when he did the ultimatum, I'm like, well, no, it's not him, because he wouldn't do the ultimatum if he was the liar. It just wouldn't make sense. Why would he put himself in jeopardy like that?
I mean, he plays kind of a manic game. I don't think it would have been out of character.
He could have just. I feel
like if he was the liar, he could still have done that and just not strategize.
I wouldn't have done that.
No, it's not the kind of thing. It's not the kind of thing I would do regardless.
Right.
It's a mechanic that I don't think has a lot of benefit for the user. I think it's a dangerous weapon that should be used sparingly. But damn it. What are you thinking?
I'm trying to see who's more of like a detective. I'm trying to see who's more after the truth. Because
if I employed your strategy, I would conclude it was you. Do you recognize that?
Hmm?
The detective strategy, you're saying?
If I employed the strategy of looking to figure out who's the detective.
Okay.
It's
you think Corey's the liar, you're saying?
Yes. I'm saying that if I employed Corey's strategy of looking to see who's the detective, I would conclude that it was you and me, and that would make him the liar. So if I employed Corey's strategy, I would think it was you. Under the strategy that I employ, I also think that it's you.
So you think I'm not after the truth as much as...
I don't think that you're digging. I think that you sit there and you watch and you wait, and only when when someone directly asks you, you volunteer information. Or when I specifically say, I think it's you, then you say you think it's me. And you think more strongly that it's me. And I understand that's just that's regular human nature to be defensive and to lash out at the thing that is attacking you. But at the same time, I don't, you don't seem like you're detectiving.
I guess. I mean, I don't even know what questions to ask, honestly. Like, I ask, like, what do you think about him? What do you think about him? But, like, honestly, don't know what to ask. I'm just looking more for body language.
What does your body language say?
My body language?
Yeah, because, like, You've become more relaxed this whole game. You're sitting back. When I was addressing you, you started moving your hands. You get nervous when I say that I think it's you. If you were looking for body language, what would you conclude about yours? And what would you conclude about ours?
I feel like my body language, I'm pretty firmly planted. I'm pretty in the head right now, I guess, in my head, trying to figure out where I'm being tricked, because one of you guys is tricking me. But I feel like it'd be you more than anything. Because I just feel like I'm being tricked, but I can't tell where I'm being tricked.
That's what sucks about what you're saying. Everything that comes out of your mouth seems genuine, but it could be you playing it as the liar. That's why I'm so torn right now. I don't know if... I don't know.
Oh.
Matt?
I am going to nominate Rigel.
All right. Matt has nominated Rigel. Matt, would you like to provide testimony?
This game's been exhausting, and it's been a really, really good one. It's literally like 51-49 right now, but I feel like a nomination hasn't happened in a while, and I want to see what he says to defend himself. I'm very curious. I'm also very curious to hear what you have to say when you get your turn to talk. I think you're both really freaking awesome players at this game. Nothing but respect, but I wanna make something happen right now, and that's why I'm doing it.
Is that all?
That's it.
Thank you, Matt. Corey, would you like to provide testimony?
No.
Thank you, Corey. Rigel, would you like to defend yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if you look at voting record and who's been doing what, I feel like it should be obvious that it's not me. I don't know why you both feel like it is. If it's just body language or you guys don't like the way I play the game. I don't know. It's really confusing. How, you know, given what we have, how you guys could be unsure. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm about to be voted off. So I don't know. I mean, I really felt like it was you. But every time Matt gets aggressive, it's like it pulls me back that way. I don't know. I don't know. I'm at an impasse. But you know what? If you guys are going to kill me, I feel like it almost makes me feel better about myself than if I had to pick one of you to die and was wrong. So, I don't know. That's where my head is.
Is that all?
Yes.
Thank you, Rigel. Everyone, except for Rigel, please put on your mask and stick out your fist. If you would like to eliminate Rigel, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. One vote for Matt. Rigel's still in the game.
God, that is such a mind fuck. This happens every time.
So why didn't you? I'm just curious why you didn't vote this time.
Because I don't know.
Okay.
It's getting really difficult.
Okay.
If you are the seeker, we would have won if I voted.
Right.
But you could have pulled back again and said, oh, this guy is actually a liar.
Wait, what?
I said if you could have pulled back again and not voted, and then I would have definitely seemed like the liar.
Right. That's what makes me think. Jesus.
I feel like he's just playing the cautious liar.
Okay.
Like, I feel like that's a
by
very
not voting?
basic strategy,
Because
and
he would
to
have,
just
but he would have won
I
right
know.
there. He would have won.
well, he was
Why would he keep
he
this
said
game
he was
going?
concerned that you could have been setting a trap.
Right.
We have to be on the same page, but we have to do that without speaking somehow.
What?
We just have to have a general understanding. Like, we're not communicating and saying, "Oh, yeah, we're gonna vote." We just have to know, you know.
Uh-huh.
We have to.
I feel like he's. I feel
Why
like
wouldn't he have voted then if he's a liar?
caution?
Like, why? What's the
Because
caution?
that's not-
Explain the caution.
You don't think he's a liar at all?
I mean, I feel like he could be. I just feel more strongly about you. Even now, even though you just didn't vote just now, I feel like you were just you just didn't vote because you were concerned that he was setting a trap for you to fall into, because he openly said he set a trap earlier. And I feel like you might just have been concerned that he was setting a trap for you then.
Well, yeah.
I feel almost like it hurts your feelings that I still think it could
I
be
didn't
you.
think that you were gonna
I'm
vote.
sorry.
Honestly, that time.
That's fine. I understand. And I wasn't setting a trap that time. I thought it was Rigel.
It's really tough.
Yeah, I know.
Did that change how you feel? Me not voting? Or are you
I don't know what to think anymore. I really don't. I really don't know what to think anymore. I'm just like, I don't even know what to say, dude. I really don't. I want to trust you. I do trust you. But you could, again, be playing an amazing game. Either way, you're playing a really great game, but I don't know.
The same could be said for you, and
right.
You could be pitting us together. You don't get any vibe that we're being pitted together, pitted against each other.
No. If anything, I feel like the two of you are more or less pitted against me. Like, I feel like me being eliminated is an inevitability at this point, because I feel like, despite the voting record, the hard evidence you guys seem to have in your minds that it's me. And I mean,
I didn't vote because I didn't think it was you.
I know that.
I don't know it just yet.
It's so hard for me to imagine.
Honestly, it's leaning more towards you, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know it's leaning. It's crazy because I know for a fact that it's not me, and it has to be one of you. And it's just so hard to imagine it being either of you.
So let me know if you need
I
water.
mean, the tells are many in both directions. Like, I have plenty of evidence for and against on both of you. Just, the way Matt's been so aggressive with his voting from the beginning of the game, but you could just be playing like, the cautious seeker card, that the cautious liar card that wins like a lot of games, especially at the lower, lower tiers.
It kind of sounds like you're trying to get into his head now. Do you see that?
Yes.
So it feels like.
I mean, I feel like Matt and I deduce things in the same way, whereas I don't really understand how you come to the conclusions you come to. Like, you say that you're just looking at like my body language or something, and it's like.
Well, honestly, I haven't been able to figure out much from body language, other than him. I was basically just deducing all that on him. I mean, but maybe your lack of excitement during certain times, or I haven't really. You have a good poker face, but I haven't really found any times where you're just like, yeah, I got someone. But it does seem like you're kind of getting into his head a little bit.
Yes, please. I have a cup.
I had a cup. I don't know where it is.
Sorry, thanks.
Thanks so much.
Oh, he's making just.
Thanks.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We need to dry throat right now.
Thank you. weird because like if you were the liar, like why would you? If either of you were the liar, like why would you make the game drag out the game this long too?
I wouldn't. I feel like if I was the liar, this game would have been over a long time ago.
Really?
I don't know. Wouldn't it? Am I just being cocky? I've haven't been. I don't know.
Well, you could have lost.
That could have happened too.
There's something about Corey that I currently trust more than Rigel, but I don't feel like I'm ready to make a nomination now. I'm just torn.
But you were ready. You are ready. You've
Huh?
made many nominations before.
No, I'm not ready now. Not like currently. Because I'm still torn, because there's just so many factors that are going through my mind, like him voting and then not voting because he was sure and then he wasn't sure and then I wasn't sure and I didn't vote and then I did vote. It's insane. All I can say is there's something about Rigel that I haven't trusted throughout the game,
And that you'll
but there's
never
something
trust.
but there's something about Corey that I've felt comfortable and trusted throughout the game. And then my mind's playing tricks on me, telling me, is that just the game screwing itself around with you? And then you're just doing the whole liar thing.
That's how I feel about everybody. Because I feel like, are they genuine or are they just trying to trick me?
Why are you staring at him now? You're just trying to like...
Yeah, see when he's looking.
Okay.
I don't know. What does it mean, like, when you're more thinking as opposed to observing? What do you think?
I mean, I already said before, I think that the liar doesn't have to think because he knows. And, you know, the seekers
No, I
have
think
to
the liar-
think because they have to stress out and figure it out.
I think the liar still
Has
needs to
way
think.
less to think about, though.
You still have to think based on like who would be best possibly to eliminate first too.
I feel like you could just sit back and wait for it to happen naturally.
So is that your way of playing the seeker? Of trying to pretend to be a seeker?
What?
Because I've been watching.
I'm doing
and
the
you're
opposite of
thinking,
that.
No, you're thinking more. And you said liars don't have to think.
I would assume they wouldn't have to think as much.
Yeah, but you're thinking more.
I mean, I've been sitting here and yeah, I guess, you know, I'm deducing, I'm stressing out over, you know, which one of you it could be. But like, I just don't want to underestimate either of you. You know, like
Yep.
But we could always.
I feel
just
like
be
either of
pinned
you could
together.
be playing me.
We could also just be pinned together.
What do you
He's the
mean?
liar.
Yeah, I know he could be the liar.
You haven't nominated me at all yet, right? Just the one time.
Yeah,
he did
That's been my
once.
only nomination for the entire game. I mean, if we were going on hard evidence things that we have only on voting record and nominations, then Matt would be a shoo-in to be killed off. I just don't. I don't know. I'm wary of it being you. I feel like when I saw you get excited, I felt like that was like a solid tell. I feel like that's like might be the only thing
Talking
really
about
seen.
the job.
Yeah, when you got excited about talking about your job, which yeah, it's a good story. It's fine, but just the fact that you weren't animated before that when we were trying to figure
I have
out what it
nothing else to
was.
talk about though, like that in that capacity. Like, I'll talk about anything else and like that and get excited. I'll talk about I don't know, video cameras or something. I don't know. But for the most part, I'm just trying to figure it out. It's so interesting. Like he's like, I got it. I figured it out at this point. But yeah, I'm looking at you, and you're just like, who is it? So I'm thinking, I'm still leaning more towards you being the liar.
Just kill me then, guys. I feel like it's inevitable that you guys are going to kill me, and I don't know which one of you it is, and I don't care. It's okay. Just kill me and end the game.
That's what I believe. I believe you're the liar, but at the same time, I don't want everyone to be like, oh, Corey, you got him. He wants to get him eliminated, so I'm not going to try to eliminate you. I'm not going to nominate you because it could be a misdirection from you.
I mean, it's more of a surrender from me. I just don't. I don't know.
So you're saying that you're the
No, I'm
liar?
not. I'm not. I don't know which of you it is.
You said surrender.
Yeah. A forfeiture.
This is a really interesting tactic. I gotta say.
Oh my god.
We need that song.
I feel like I can. At this point, I can say anything. I can deduce anything. But you guys aren't going to be swayed by hard evidence like voting record or like, who nominates who. You don't view aggression in that way. You guys both have a hunch that it's me, which is based on I have no fucking idea what. You guys both feel like it's me, so fucking kill me if you guys feel like it's me. If you feel like it's me, then fucking kill me. If you guys want to play this game on feeling, then go right fucking ahead.
I can't think of when a seeker would talk like that.
Can you think of when a liar would talk like this?
Right now.
Yes.
Then go fucking ahead and kill me.
That's like the whole, believe me when I say, if you don't like that, go to my competition. It's like,
I've never worked in sales, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
You should get a job in sales.
I'm not going to work in sales.
You get $32,000 a month.
That guy is a stockbroker. He's not the same as a salesman. It's a totally different job.
He sells steel bonds. But yeah.
And my stock portfolio is up like 55% for the year.
Nice. It's tough.
God, I can't wait for this game to be over and to hear what you thought the whole game, Seabass.
Okay.
Hey, before they kill me, can you write down on a piece of paper so I know you're not just picking it up on the fly? Oh, you know what? Just text me because I can't read anyway. Vox me whether you think it's me or not before they kill me. When they're about to.
Yeah, I'll do it in the middle of the trial.
Okay, go ahead.
What the hell, man?
Oh no.
It's one of you. It's one of you. The other, whichever one of you trusts the other one, that's fine. One of you's playing one of you. The other is not.
I feel like that's like every trick a liar would try to say. Honestly.
Then feel that way. Then feel that way.
I mean, I could very well be wrong.
I have all the voting record in the world. I have, I was the only person who hesitated and didn't immediately eliminate Danny when he made it so obvious and easy. Because I was the only one who was like, it might not be. I don't know. Maybe he just plays the game kind of manically because he seems kind of strange, He's an eccentric person. Maybe he just plays the game in an animated way. I'm not going to go based off of behavior because behavior is a horrible fucking tell, as we can see, because he was limited and he was a seeker. But you guys feel like it's me, so you know, if I can't change you guys' mind by like, you know, pointing out actual things, then that's fine. I'm in an unwinnable case anyway. Like I literally cannot win this game, so you guys might as well kill me. That way, whichever one of you was on my side, was on the same team as me, can lose also, and I can feel a little bit okay about that.
Just so you guys know, I know no one's asking, but we're definitely past 2 hours and a half.
What time is it? It's not close to 7, is it?
6:25.
Guys, kill me. I have to leave.
Well, that's why I made the ultimatum.
Oh, one of you can just do that. One of you can just pick. One of you can snipe me right now. I won't. I will absolutely not hold it against either of you. Whichever of you decides, you know what? Okay, I'll pull the trigger. It's fine. I swear I'm not going to hold a grudge. I just want whichever one of you is the seeker to do it, so that you can feel hilariously bad later.
You're the seeker?
Yeah, I am the seeker. I've been the seeker this whole game. I've been seeking this whole game.
He did look away when he said, "Yeah, I'm the seeker."
Then fucking read into that and kill me. If you really think it's me, if you really think I'm the fucking liar, go.
But like what he said, that could be a stupid
It
little detail.
literally can't be a misdirection anymore. I'm not the liar, but you guys can go ahead and kill me.
Matt.
I'm gonna have to nominate Rigel.
All right, Matt has nominated Rigel. Matt, would you like to provide testimony?
Yeah, it's I still feel like it could be you, and maybe I am in a situation where you're gonna be like, well, we were the seekers, sorry. But maybe not. I don't know, you've played this game a bunch of times, so this could be a really good strategy on your part.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Matt. Corey, would you like to provide testimony?
I'm still leaning towards him, but this is going to be really scary to find out the results of this one, because I have no idea.
Is that all? Yes. Thank you, Corey. Rigel, would you like to defend yourself?
No.
Okay. Everyone, except for Rigel, please put on your mask, stick out your fist, and get ready to vote. If you would like to eliminate Rigel, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. Music off. Rigel,
Text me.
You have been eliminated. Already done. Please get your token and let us know what team you were on. Rigel was a seeker. Who was the liar? Please reveal your token.
Sorry.
Corey was the liar and wins game 52 Seekers Square and qualifies for Pentagonum.
Yeah,
I'm Sebastian. This is Lying for Money. Like this video, share it, hit that big red subscribe button, hit the bell as well, and I'll see you
There was no way I was going to convince you.
next time.
That's not necessarily true.
There's no way I was going to convince you.
You would have voted for him, though?
Yeah, I knew it was him.
Did
I
you?
said it was him. Yeah. I said I caught him. I caught him getting animated. He didn't care all game. Huh?
I got it wrong. I boxed you that it was Matt. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
The two girls, they
What, bitch? You killed me and you pulled the trigger.
Sorry, man.
Just like I said you would. I said
If
he's
it
just
wasn't
playing
me, I would have
cautious.
definitely still thought I
He's
did
just
it.
playing
That's why-
cautious, and he's not gonna pull the trigger.
That's why I went with it, because
you see the screen and you see the
I know. But I told you, I wanted the seeker to be the one to nominate me and pull the trigger. And there you went.
That was a crazy game. I was so sure I was gonna get taken out.
Yeah, no, I saw you afraid when I said it was you, and I stared you in the face.
Yeah.
But saying that isn't enough to convince people because Matt doesn't give a fuck what I say. He only cares about how
That
he
is not
feels.
true.
You totally did not give a crap about the things that I say. I made a bunch of good points. It made no sense to assume it was me, and you thought it was me anyway because you feel like it.
All right, everyone. That was Secret
Motherfucker.
Square Game 52. What a doozy.
All right.
Glad if you stuck through with us. If not, you can check it out. All of that content will be here. Like, share, and subscribe. Matt, David, Corey, Rigel, thank you for coming. Vanity on Sound, thank you. Everyone, say bye. See you next time.